Happy Block.
Happy Block, and what better way to celebrate Block and 10 years of Do Go On than hitting the road? We are doing some shows around Australia and New Zealand. All the shows have sold out, so we've added extra shows in Perth, Brisbane, Auckland, and Wellington.
It's so
exciting.
So exciting. You know, you never know. You never know if people are going to want to come. And people are coming all over Australia and New Zealand for us.
That's right. And if you want to come too, go to dogoonpod.com. We'll see you there.
So good, so good, so good.
Score holiday gifts everyone wants for way less at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save on UGG, Nike, Rag & Bone, Vince, Frame, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
Because there's always something new.
I'm giving all the gifts this year with that extra 5% off when I use my Nordstrom credit card. Santa who?
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock our best deals. It's easy. Big gifts, big perks. That's why you rack.
Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson star in Die My Love, a ferocious portrait of a woman engulfed by love and madness. Lawrence and Pattinson play a passionate couple who, after moving to an isolated house in the country, find their relationship unraveling following the birth of their first child. Vanity Fair hails Lawrence's performance as astonishing, and Time calls it the kind of performance you go to the movies for. From director Lynn Ramsey, Die My Love is only in theaters November 7th, rated R.
Welcome to another episode of Do Go On. My name is Dave Warnicky, and as always, I'm here with Matt Stewart and Jess Perkins.
So good to be here. Quick question, how good is it to be alive? It's Block.
Block, a beautiful time to be alive. The only time I wish I was born.
Yes. Block, the time of the year where we do our biggest, bestest topics, the most voted for, the most requested, the ones that have got people up and about.
Yeah.
Really just up about. You know, really rock hard, so to speak.
We're all rock hard for Block. Block hard.
Block hard.
Block hard.
Oh, my God.
That's taken, 8 years? 8 blocks together?
Embarrassing.
And Dave, you said how low instead of hello. Was that a nod to the classic Nirvana song, Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yes. Hello.
Do you remember when talking about it ages ago that in a documentary, there was a musicologist who's like, just the way he could just work with words, you know. He said, hello, how low. It was so good. That musicologist really spoke to me.
Can I be the first to say, that's good writing?
That's a good talking heading.
Now we're up to the fourth most voted for topic of Block 2025. Can you believe it?
I can't.
Top 4. That gives it the white ribbon. If it's like my primary school athletics,
really?
You'd get a blue ribbon for first, red for second, green for third, and white for fourth, maybe? Something weird like that.
Okay.
That wasn't universal, I'm realising.
It's a vague memory. I just got blue, so I can't remember what the others got.
I think
So I'm like, I think the person
My
next to me
balls
might
got
have had
blue.
red.
Little ribbon. There you go. It was very painful. They pinned it on. Oh, I remember saying that. Oh.
Do you remember before we started recording, we said, we've got a really tight turnaround here. We need to.
Yeah, let's get straight into the topic.
No fun, we said. Now Matt's balls are getting pinned with blue ribbons because he's got blue balls.
Yeah,
is I
best
think
in
what
show.
he's got.
Never in doubt. Always number one.
The Melbourne Show. You've never exhibited your balls at the Melbourne Show? Walking around that farm exhibit. And it's just like another with balls dangling over. People that clip going,
Oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause you don't want it to be biased. They can't see any other party.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
just the
It's a
ball.
blind test.
Oh yes,
Making a few little notes.
very good. Very good.
For the
Good ball.
fourth year running. Best balls in show.
Best balls.
This guy, he's got the bluest balls in the world.
Anyway.
Right, so it's the fourth most popular topic.
Yes.
A lot of people voted for this one. Very excited for it. And I'm going to get us on the topic, as we always do with a question. Matt might be remembering what the topic is. Jess, I think, are we going in blind here, basically? For you?
Yeah, I don't remember what it is.
It doesn't matter too much because it's an abstract question. You can both have a go at the question.
Okay.
And the question
I
is...
was always going to have a go.
have a go.
Have a go, man.
I was always going to have a go.
How much does it cost
$3.80.
currently
Ooh.
to send a postcard in Australia?
Because I'm old enough to remember when I worked at the post office, newspaper, news agency / post office.
Yes.
All right.
I believe it was 45 cents. Am I remembering that right?
I don't know. We were not alive.
We can't fact check your memory.
But has that ever been the cost?
I mean, probably. I suppose. What the fuck do you mean?
But I feel like it's probably $1 now.
Easily $1.
$1.20.
Oh
Final
my
offer.
gosh. I wish it was $1.20.
Or am I
$1.50.
closer with it $3.80?
You're not closer,
Final
but
offer $2.
$2. $2.50.
it is closer to $2 now. It is
$1.89. $1.95.
less.
$1.80.
Less.
$1.70.
$1.70. She's got it in one.
Got it in one.
$1.70.
$1.70. My height.
And can we say
Wow.
to the people that were sending Christmas cards, which are like about a couple of thousand of you, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We're crippled.
That's for Australia.
Yeah.
The overseas ones, some of those
Yeah.
cost more than the card
Yeah.
was to
And last
design
year,
and print.
Much more.
Yeah.
and last year, they'd been sent off, and then all mail to Canada stopped.
Oh.
And those postcards didn't have a return address on them, so they
Oh.
just probably went in the bin.
And they're still having issues. I think recently,
Yeah.
I didn't know that happened. Oh, that's
Alistair,
sad.
who's just come out to do some Two in the Think Tank a couple of weeks ago, he couldn't send out his caps because there's something going on with the Canadian postal system.
Oh.
yeah.
My goodness. Hope it's all good over there. But maybe this year, by December,
It'll be okay.
next month, you'll be getting your Christmas card. Fingers crossed for you.
Come on. What's the guy's name? Is there presidents
Trudeau.
that go? Come on, Trudeau. Pull your fucking finger
He's
out,
gone.
mate.
Was it Carney now?
Come on, Carney, mate.
Carney.
Carney. Pull your fucking finger
Pull
out,
your
mate.
fucking head out, mate. It's fucking Christmas.
Just Christmas.
That's my favourite.
So $1.70. It's quite a bit, but I'm trying to do something here.
Nice.
But in the UK, it can cost people much more. Their reputation and their entire livelihoods.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's right. The fourth most voted topic for Block 2025 is the British Post Office scandal.
Ooh. I love a scandal, and I love office drama. That's always fun. And not working in an office anymore. Like, this is my office, and you guys are
Today's office.
You guys are pretty drama free. That's why I try to stir so much up.
You're trying to get shit going.
I'm having an affair with everyone. But
Everyone?
but I love to hear when my friends who have proper jobs, I love to hear their office goss.
Well, there's a lot of goss and a lot of scandal in this topic. It's been suggested by a bunch of people. Thank you to Alex Waite from Essex in the UK, Amelia from Brighton in the UK, Grace Brooks from Adelaide, Zoe Folkestone, also from the UK, Harry Green from Cowes on the Isle of Wight, and also my friend Jace and my dad, Martin Warnocky.
Whoa. Hang on.
This is something that your friend Jace and your friend Martin Warnocky.
Yeah, my two best friends.
Did you know that? Did you know that they'd...
They've both suggested it to me in person.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you're across this. There's a...
Well, that's not allowed.
At the yeah, do you reckon they've got to be official?
Yeah, put it in the
All
hat.
right, I'll redact everything I said.
No, they can be in there, but they have to have it in the hat by the time this episode comes out. Otherwise, we'll edit it out.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think that's fair.
Now, I've got to say up top, a big reason that this topic is quite famous, particularly in the UK, is I'm not sure if you're familiar with, at the start of 2024, a TV dramedy. Or not even, just drama. There's no comedy in it. Cut the D. Drama. Minus the D.
Cut the
Rama.
D.
Aired in the UK, called Mr. Bates versus the Post Office.
Oh,
it's
no.
about this story. It was a
Mr. Bates.
Mr. Bates.
That's a
so
comedy.
close.
Oh, Mr. Bates. Oh.
They can't help, even when they base it on real people, they're like, but.
Oh, you're naughty, you are. Oh, you're bad.
Oh, pardon, Vicar. So that aired. It was a massive hit over there. It also aired on Channel 7 here, and my dad watched it. Loved it.
Hey.
My friend Chase watched it.
Oh, I
Loved it.
see.
Okay,
And
yeah.
at the time, they both said, this is a wild story. You've got to talk about it.
The two kinds of people that are watching free-to-air TV.
Yeah, that's right.
Your dad and Jace.
Your
Jace?
dad and electricians.
That's right.
Jace, take that however you
a
want to take
retired
it.
teacher and a plumber. They're
Yeah.
both watching.
Yeah.
So thank you very much to everyone that suggested it. You haven't heard of that TV show or
No.
the topic. You don't know anything about this. That's cool.
Well, I
No,
know there's a
same.
scandal, and it's something to do with the post office.
And how long have you known that?
Whoa, minutes.
Yeah. You rounding up?
Yeah, I always do.
So the British Postal Service, as you can probably imagine, has a very long history.
Oh,
According to thepostalmuseum.org.
okay.
They've got their own museum.
We are visiting on our next tour.
I'd love to go.
Of course you would, you fucking nerd.
Still want to go to the Birmingham Pen Museum. Every time I think, I've got to go, but I missed it every time. The Postal Service has been going for more than 500 years.
Wow.
Since Henry VIII tasked Sir Brian Tuke with establishing a national postal network to serve his court. The General Post Office, it's the GPO, was officially established in England in 1660 by King Charles II. And here are some of the highlights over the centuries.
Highlights of the Postal Service.
Yeah.
Welcome to Block, everybody.
That is, I mean, what a sentence. But 500 years of postal history is interesting.
Yeah.
What is it? The kind of thing that you wouldn't know what the original post office was? Like it evolved slowly from like.
Well, originally it was to serve just the court, so like it was just for Royal Mail.
That's the
which
English
is why
one.
you
But
have
before that, there would
Royal
have
Mail.
been. Surely there was some sort of service for delivering things before that.
Yeah, of course they were. And even like it goes back to ancient Egypt. They had a service where they would deliver things. I was thinking about going back. How far back do I go with the postal system?
Pretty disappointed you didn't. You know, if it was me, that's where I would have started.
The ancient Egyptians, and we were going far.
Oh, God.
I love it when we're 45 minutes in and you go, oh, that's what the topic was.
So, in 1793...
I start 3 days into the report. Like, I'm like, yeah. So this has happened. Don't worry about it now.
So, they're on the moon.
Yeah, that's right. So he's been killed.
How did we get here? So 1793 saw the first uniformed postmen hit the streets.
Oh, great.
Before
Slutty little uniforms.
Yeah, real slutty.
Little shorts.
Real slutty. Before this, post boys had carried mail on horseback between towns since
Jess,
the 1500s.
no.
I didn't say anything about the boys.
Oh, Jess.
I didn't ask how the boys were dressed. Just the men.
Mail started to be transported by train with the creation of the Liverpool to Manchester route in 1830. The first adhesive stamp was invented by Sir Rowland Hill in 1837, and a few years later, the iconic penny black stamps featuring Queen Victoria came out. So you go back far enough, Matt, you get a stamp for a penny.
Yes.
You probably remember that.
Well, there's a pub around the corner called the Penny Black.
There you go.
So it was around the corner at our old studio.
Yeah, now it's
down the road.
Down the road,
Yeah.
Still pretty close.
Speaking of icons, the post office pillar box was introduced in 1852. And you know, there's the classic mail, the British post box. There's actually a bunch of variety of designs, and it will say on the side of it who was the king or queen when it came in, and that becomes sort of their reign's design.
Oh, that's fun.
Pretty cool. According to the History Press, less than 20 years later in 1868, the first military links to the post office were formed as the 49th Middlesex Rifle Volunteers Corps, known as the Post Office Rifles, came into being, made up of GPO employees. So you sign up to be a postie, you're also in the army.
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like very different jobs.
Yeah. By the outbreak of conflict in 1914, for the First World War, the post office employed over 250,000 people, and nearly a quarter of these were enlisted with the army. As well as the 12,000 men who fought with the Post Office Rifles Regiment, some 35,000 women were employed in temporary positions during the Great War, as the GPO played a pivotal role in maintaining communications throughout the conflict. They sent like millions of letters.
Wow. Mostly just smut though, right?
Oh, so much smart.
That's how all technology really kicks off, right?
Yeah.
The internet wouldn't have come as far as it has as far.
Exactly.
If it wasn't for
People just say,
schmuck.
how
Other
can
people wanting to come further.
how can I have sex with this thing? They get the stamp out. Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing a few options.
Yep.
That Alistair wrote a sketch years ago that I think spoofed that beautifully, that whole idea. He was playing a scientist who had invented teleportation, and he's demonstrating it with a carrot through it. He's like, so yeah, you don't have to, travel your dick and balls around. You can just put them there. And then the straight man, me, goes, he wrote it though, so I'm not taking any credit. He goes, why don't you just make it big enough so that they could travel through their whole body? And I was like, well, then the sex wouldn't be anonymous. He spoofed that idea real good.
Yeah,
That was a good spoof.
Good.
He spoofed it far and wide.
To celebrate the coronation of King George V, the first scheduled air mail service flew. I don't know why I'm meant to emphasize
Mail.
air, not mail. Air mail. Oh, pardon, Vicar. I meant to say airmail service, which is still weird.
But you were emphasising the air.
Yeah, well, that's what I want.
Another
I
mail.
want you to both be like, oh, wow, early on they were flying letters around, but really, I really fucked it up. Airmail
Mail.
service flew from Hendon to Windsor in 1911, so that's pretty early. According to the BBC, in the 1930s, German rocket engineer Gerhard Zucker,
Oh,
which is so good. Is that
what a name.
top 10 of the year?
That's got to be
Gerhard
right up
Zucker.
there.
Easily.
Suggested mail could be delivered by rocket.
Okay.
But he failed to persuade the General Post Office because the test rockets exploded before reaching their intended
Oh,
destination.
and they saw that. What? They're so easily dissuaded.
Just
But
give
you see-
up.
Suits.
You see how quickly it got there?
Yeah. Did you see how quickly it exploded?
Imagine if it hadn't exploded. You know, that's just the next step
Yeah.
we have to come up with is how to make it not explode.
Can you
Yeah.
just use a bit of imagination?
Yeah,
Jeez.
fucking hell, you give up so easy. Ugh, this is why Mum hates you. They're siblings.
Zucker's brother.
Yeah.
In 1941, the General Post Office approved women's trousers,
What?
named Camerons after postwoman Jean Cameron, who requested their introduction.
What? Why did they have to have a specific name?
Well, you don't
For
get
trousers.
confused. You go to the shop. Hi, one pair of trousers. Men's trousers?
Wait,
Or-
for your husband, I assume.
Yeah. What? Why would you need men's trousers?
You need Camerons.
Oh, Camerons.
Oh.
They're technically not trousers.
So it's okay. They're very feminine. They don't have pockets.
They're open at the bottom, like
they
a
have,
skirt.
They have teeny tiny pockets. They're fucking useless.
Yeah. We don't want you getting anything out of here. No. If you're ever going to do a Shawshank Redemption style
Yeah.
breakout, we don't want you dropping too much into the yard.
Yeah, that's right.
In
Rubble. I'm talking about rubble. That wasn't clear. I'm talking about rubble.
You're always talking about rubble. In 1969, the
Nice.
GPO was abolished and the assets transferred to the newly created Post Office Corporation. And it's a bit complicated because it's split off into a couple of different groups. But before this, Post Office branches, along with the Royal Mail Delivery Service, were formerly part of the General Post Office. And after the passage of the Post Office Act 1969, the Post Office became its own statutory corporation. It's its own thing. So that's all the highlights of the Post Office. But the lowest and most controversial point started in 1999 when they introduced a new retail software called Horizon, which would end up affecting and ruining thousands of lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's like when Skynet went live in Terminator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, yep. When Skynet went live in
in Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to do yourself a favor and watch them. One or two are so good.
No, we have,
Yeah.
and that's how we know
Yeah,
that
about
when
Skynet.
Skynet
Do yourself a
Went
favor.
live in Terminator.
In Terminator.
Do a rewatch. That's my
Okay.
favorite. Do yourself
Okay,
a-
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess I feel like we just
We'll
watched it
say-
recently, but
yeah.
because we're very familiar with the concept of
Skynet
Skynet going live
Yep.
Yeah.
in Terminator,
Terminator.
Great.
The film.
which
Yeah.
we know.
We know. Yeah.
And love.
And
love.
Love.
Great. By the end of the 20th century, there were more than 14,000 post office branches around the UK.
Too many.
Would you have preferred 15?
Well, I think
I don't know.
sounds like that's exactly what the Tories thought. Feels like they would have shut down. I don't know that much
No,
about
but it feels like something they
British.
do.
That feels like the Tories had shut down the post offices. And people go, actually, it was the neo-liberals inside of the Labor Party who had, I look forward to not understanding what,
Yeah.
what that message is about.
Yeah, you
I
get
don't
that.
understand a thing you're saying now. So the message that's going to come in, baffling.
Actually, I think I thought it was Ed Miliband. This guy's name makes me laugh.
That's a great name.
People running many of these post offices were called subpostmasters.
Sure.
Basically, they were contracted out and they were franchises.
Yep.
They had a contract with the post office but weren't employees and were technically self-employed. And the most common setup was the sub-postmaster would have their own retail shop and having a small post office attached as a way of getting more customers in the door. So you've got a grocer, you've got a cafe or whatever, there's a little post office attached in your village.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Easy. Get a bit more through the door, make a couple extra bob.
Yeah.
Sounds like the news agency post office I worked at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
And the one
exact
that's
idea.
near my house where most of my packages go. It's like the worst, shittiest newsagent ever. It's just one guy who works there in the post office bit. Love him.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't need my ID for anything.
Okay.
Just,
Yo, what up, Perko?
just kind of grunts at me, hands
Oh,
me my
okay.
packages. I'm like, love you, man.
He doesn't need your ID because he recognises you?
No,
or
he's probably
just-
not doing his job very well, but
Because no one needs ID.
yeah. Love him.
Hey, man, you got any packages that look valuable? Yeah, right here.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, I think they're mine.
Yeah. There were also Crown branches, larger post offices owned by the actual post office, and these had branch managers, which were employees.
Okay.
But that's not where we're focusing today.
We don't care about them.
No.
They're kind of like the people who didn't care about Skynet in Terminator.
Yeah, great reference.
Thank you so much.
Wow, how good did you look in that leather jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
chopper, that
yeah.
motorbike?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, get
So
to the
good.
chopper.
Yeah.
Is
Is
that
that
what
what he
that's from? Is that what that's from?
That's not from
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
No, we know that.
good. Pass.
Pass.
Pass the test.
That's from another Arnie movie. What one's it from?
Oh, Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it might be Commando.
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 I was.
Oh my
I
God.
was.
No, it's Predator.
Predator.
Tricked ya. Get to of course it is. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
So Computer Weekly also have a great overview article written by Carl Flinders that I'll link to. Flinders for the Computer Weekly writes, Horizon is software that was originally developed by UK software company ICL, which was acquired by Japanese IT giant Fujitsu in 1998.
Tubby Taylor.
I've got a little bit about him in a second. The system has an electronic point of sale service known as an EPOSS, an EPOS, that enables sub-postmasters and branch workers to key in sales on a touchscreen, with the accounts being automated in the background. At the time of its rollout in 99/2000, it was the biggest non-military IT project in all of Europe. It was huge.
Holy shit.
Really big rollout. But you know the kind of thing. You type it into the thing and the computer now stores all the data. You don't have to have these paper receipts anymore. It's all digital. Easy. Now, I didn't really know that much about Fujitsu I've written here, other than the air conditioning ads that ex-Australian cricketer Mark Tubby Taylor fronted in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And let me just
Australia's favourite air.
Oh my gosh. Well, I always felt like he could barely pronounce the company's name.
Fujitsu. Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
But let me just say, he nailed it. Much like the commentary that he did of the diving at the Olympics last year. Brought to my attention by Roy and HG. They loved the fact that because it was on Channel 9, they pledged to cover every single sport, but they obviously don't have an expert on retainer in every single sport.
Yeah.
So he's their cricket guy.
Yeah, they had excess cricket
Yeah,
commentators.
so they got him to commentate the diving. And he'd say stuff like, nailed it, or, not much splash
Not
there.
much splash. And yeah, Roy and H would play it, and Roy would say, magnificent commentary there. Great insight from Tubby. Isn't it?
Very good.
He's saying whatever, he's people say he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's rubbish, H. That's rubbish.
Honestly, even if you don't like their regular show, which is mostly about rugby league, it's worth going back and listen. They did a daily show, a podcast. Their podcast called Bludging on the Blind Side.
Brought to you by Zigzag Cheese.
Honestly, worth checking out. Just the Paris Olympic stuff they did last year. So funny. Anyway, so Fujitsu are Japan's largest IT services provider and have been around a long time, founded in 1935, which makes them one of the oldest IT companies in the world.
Wow.
Really old. I also read this, I didn't know. In the 50s, they also founded a professional football club that the company still owns, the Kawasaki Frontale, and they compete in Japan's top soccer tier, the J-League.
Whoa.
So if you work for them, which hundreds of thousands of people in Japan do, you're like, that's our team over there.
That's cool.
Fujitsu was, when I was selling air conditioners, my installation company, that was one of their preferred brands. But it's not anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They moved over to probably the main competitor in Japan, Daikin.
Wow. Did you just look to see that we've got a Dakin in the studio?
Yeah. I think that maybe they put this one in.
Ah, nice.
Didn't do us a great deal, so I won't plug them. Nah, good on them. They're great people down there. Mercury, Moorabbin, give them a call. Talk to Scott. Say I sent you. Oh, Matt. I still get calls from people going, hey, you still Mercury? I haven't worked there for like 8 years.
Yeah.
And I still get calls like, I think we're ready to...
We're ready to go through that quote you gave us 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that still good?
I'll pass you on to Scott. I think the price might need to be updated.
Yeah.
But
That's so funny.
You remember in the 60s we met? You came round. You said, put a fan in.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for it. Give us the fan. So Horizon, the Fujitsu system. Now I've stuffed up saying it. Fujitsu system. I'm sorry, Mark Taylor. It is hard to say.
how does he say it?
I just feel like he would just sort of go Fujitsu.
Fujitsu. Maybe that's exactly how it's meant to
Yeah,
be
he
said.
probably
Yeah,
had like
maybe you're wrong.
someone from the company off screen being like, "This is how you say
And then
it."
all of Australia gone. I couldn't say
Come on,
Australia.
Tyler.
All Australia is saying, doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
So anyway, the Horizon Fujitsu system was rolled out at post offices starting in 1999. The Guardian has a great article by Alex Hearn that breaks down the technology and how it all works. Hearn writes what the system was supposed to provide. Replacing paper receipts with an electronic database should have saved post office operators time and effort, allowing them to manage their accounts at the push of a button. At the simplest end, for instance, the Horizon system could collate all the transactions over the course of a month and calculate how much cash was still expected to be in the post office's coffers. End of the quote there. Unfortunately, it was not up to scratch when it was implemented. In fact, it had hundreds of bugs.
Oh, and that's bad.
That's bad.
From
the
my
IT
understanding.
speak, because again from Hearn, who breaks it down
Yeah.
for The Guardian.
If it was hundreds of Easter eggs, that's fun. They're sneaky little things you're meant to find.
delightful.
Bugs are like
Yeah.
the opposite of that.
Yeah, bugs
Like a
are
bad Easter
the
egg.
opposite of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yes. No further questions. Hearn writes, the post office knew as much about the bugs as early as 1999 when trials run in preparation for the launch revealed, quote, severe difficulties being experienced by sub-postmasters. Despite this, they continued the rollout. At a later inquiry, one member of the development team, David McDonnell, stated that of 8 people in the development team, 2 were very good, another 2 were mediocre, but we could work with them, and then there were probably 3 or 4 who just weren't up to it and weren't capable of producing professional code.
Oh, I reckon probably, yeah, maybe find other people for those.
Yeah, I would think, yeah.
They blagged their way into the gig, obviously.
It's great that he's of the development team and said, he hasn't said if he's one of the good
Yeah.
ones on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing.
It's a real
yeah.
real Goldilocks sort of scenario, isn't it?
Mm.
2?
Too great.
2 are great. 2
Too okay.
2 are fine.
and 3, it was just really cold porridge. to
Wow,
be honest.
so
Yeah.
honestly.
Not edible. I don't even know if it was porridge. They didn't put oats in it.
It was just kind of like sludge.
They made porridge out of wheat bix. It was horrible.
It's a broccoli wheat bix.
There was a piece of broccoli in there.
It didn't make any sense.
What are they
I
doing?
didn't even know there was broccoli in the fridge. Where'd they get it from?
What's the outcome? He's got
I'm frightened.
The guy crying, told you didn't know how to code? Stirring broccoli into milk. So there were hundreds of bugs, and a full list hasn't been released, but as 2 examples of what these sub-postmasters were dealing with, one was called the Calendar Square bug, after the branch in Scotland where it first appeared, Calendar Square. Due to an error in the database underpinning the system, in the records, it would create duplicate transactions. So at the end of the day, the transactions listed were wrong. It said that the post office branch had made more sales than they actually had that day. And expecting the extra money that hadn't actually been made, the higher-ups would ask the sub-postmaster, where's this extra money? Are you stealing from us?
Right.
Another example is known as the Del Mellington bug, as it first occurred at a branch at a village, Del Mellington in Scotland. The Del Mellington bug would see the screen freeze as the user was attempting to confirm receipt of cash. Each time the user pressed enter on the frozen screen, it would silently update the record, but the screen would stay frozen. Again, making it look like the branch had made more sales.
Yeah, right.
So this started happening all over the country. There would be discrepancies, and the sub-postmasters found they had a shortfall in their takings. Under the old paper-based system, they could track down or track back and find the cause, but they couldn't do that with this supposed whiz-bang digital system.
That's going to simplify everything.
Simplify. They don't have access to the back end to the records, but they don't need it because it's foolproof. According to Computer Weekly again, while the technology had changed, the contracts between the post office and sub-postmasters who owned their own businesses but were agents for the post office remained the same. It stated that any accounting shortfalls were the responsibility of the sub-postmasters unless they could prove otherwise. But without the chain of evidence created by paper-based accounting methods, proving their losses were not their fault was near impossible for many.
Yeah, they're like, can you go into your back end and have a look? And they're like, no, you have to prove it.
It's not our responsibility.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, we're using your new system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you used it, so you touched it last.
You told us it was going to be better.
Yeah.
So it takes back.
They need to get the human computers in, I reckon.
And it wasn't a choice I made. Like, I didn't choose to use this new system. I had to. Yeah, frustrating.
Jeez, it'd be so frustrating.
Oh, man. So
Is it
frustrating.
The
Let's all, frustrating, I reckon.
well, I haven't read enough about it, but you know, in Australia there was the what was it? Those automatic. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. It was
Oh,
a scandal of similar sort of
Robo-debt.
robo-debt, which
Yeah.
was like,
Also ruined lives.
yeah,
So
fully ruined lives.
that was like
yeah.
our social welfare system. People being told that they'd taken payments that they weren't entitled to and then asked to pay them back. And people were saying, I never had that money.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And some people were told,
Debt
you owe,
collectors had come.
you
and-
owe tens of thousands of dollars. And these are people who already, in many cases, were struggling.
Yes.
So that it led to like lives ruined.
yeah, and
People ending their lives.
yes,
Like horrific stuff.
Yeah.
Awful. Similar situation here, I'm afraid to say. Now, this happened to thousands of people, so I, of course, can't go into all of them. But here are some examples to show you the wild stuff happening to everyday people across the UK. PBS writes about Joe Hamilton. In 2003, Joe Hamilton was appointed subpostmistress. Saw that written for the PBS article, but I love that title.
Yeah, is there
Subpostmistress.
also a dom postmistress? Hey, bit of fun.
Appointed in 2003 at the Hampshire village shop she'd been running since 2001. While working for its post office, Hamilton and her husband set up a tea room and a delicatessen in the shop as well as selling groceries.
Oh, it sounds so sweet.
It's so wholesome.
Are you about to break our hearts,
Yeah, and you
Dave?
see this lady and she is so wholesome, so sweet.
Just
And
a little tea room.
This is in a beautiful little village.
Oh.
Everyone knows each other's names. Soon the Horizon system began creating shortfalls in her account, and believing that it must have been her own fault, she paid the differences from her own pocket, even remortgaging her house twice to pay for the alleged debts.
Oh, that sucks.
So she's just thinking that the business is doing horribly.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
going, we put this in to get more business, but something's gone wrong here. I must have made a mistake. I'll just pay it back quietly. On one occasion, she rang the post office helpline on finding a discrepancy of about £2,000,
Wow.
only to see it double while she followed instructions from the helpline operator. Like, she saw it go up.
Mm.
No one's buying anything. Why is this going up?
Yes.
She was then told she was liable for the whole amount, which would be taken out of her salary.
Man, I tell you what, people, on the helplines, just you can sometimes believe that the system is an error.
Yeah.
The frustrating. They're like, no, that couldn't be. I'm literally looking at it
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
No
yeah.
one's buying anything. Why is it going up?
Well,
I
yep.
don't. Basically, all I can say is you're lying.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Despite trying to do the right thing and pay the money back, in 2006, she was fired from her job and charged with theft for a Horizon-created £36,000 shortfall. Because she's been paying back these smaller amounts, but she just can't afford that. When she was taken to court, 74 people from her local community showed up to support her.
Wow.
Love
And
that.
give statements about what an upstanding citizen she is. And villagers helped her pay back the amount, which she agreed to in a plea bargain that additionally required that she accept post office's charge of false accounting. So they were like, you can keep going through this expensive legal dispute, or you can just accept and we'll stop now.
Wow.
And she was like, okay, I'll just take even though she knows, I don't know where this money's gone.
Yeah. Jesus.
But because of this, she got a criminal conviction and she was unable to obtain regular employment or even help at her granddaughter's school.
Oh, no.
Her police officer's son had to declare his mother's conviction when he took on a new role.
Oh.
Had to explain it. Awful stuff. So that's
Yeah.
Joe. Poor
Is
lady.
that we hear from her again? Maybe some sort of comeuppance?
We will hear from her again.
Great.
Great. I don't want to give away too much
No,
about the
of course.
comeuppance, but there's a lot to go, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Before it gets any better. Lee Castleton and his wife bought their East Yorkshire post office branch in 2003, and within a year, he spotted a £26,000 shortfall in the accounting. He called Horizon's IT helpline 91 times.
£26,000.
26,000, like 50 grand for us.
That's not... It's
From a
not,
small business.
It's not like it's, $5 here and
Yeah.
it's huge sums of money.
Mm.
That's insane.
So he called the helpline 91
91
times,
times.
knowing that the error could not have been his own, yet he received no help. The post office audited and suspended him, ordering him to repay the money, which he refused to do. Then they took him to court. Unable to afford a lawyer, he represented himself, and when he lost the case, the post office pursued him for legal costs of £321,000, despite knowing he had no assets and he had to declare bankruptcy.
And has the post office cottoned on? Like, Well, it's coincidental. This has happened a lot. Are they still?
They
was
are fully rug sweeping.
Yeah, I was just thinking that of whether they go like, okay, we brought in this new system and we're having a lot of these court cases. But I wonder if they're like, wow, this new system's really showing us how dodgy people have been this whole time.
Right.
Yeah, can't trust them with the paper.
Yeah,
Now we got him.
Now we got him. I wonder if that's it.
Well, the post office later admitted during the Post Office Horizon IT inquiry that will come in many, many years, that they had brought the case to make an example of Lee Castleton, to defend the Horizon software, and to deter other sub-postmasters from bringing legal claims against them. They were like, we know this guy's got no money, but we're going to go in for all the costs as much as we can to ruin him so other people will see it and go,
Fuck.
it's not worth suing these guys.
Monstrous.
It's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I do think it is good to privatize like public assets like this, because I think what capitalism will do, it'll make, you know, the profit motive will lead to more efficient, sort of lean, slender operations that work better.
Yep.
You can't do that. It's too much fat if it's left to the public, the bureaucrats.
Well, the crazy thing is, I don't think it was private at this stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just
Wow.
because they're a law unto. I'll talk about this later, but they're a law unto themselves. They actually can criminally pursue people without the police. They've got their own jurisdiction.
Well, that seems good too.
Yeah, what a great system.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so they need to privatize. That's what you told me.
PBS also profiled Jess Kaur or Jess Kaur.
From the cause? Is that why you go?
It's Kaur.
Nah, it's not from the cause.
Unless she's using a
Nom de plume.
a non-convincing nom de plume.
Kaur was accused of stealing £11,000 from the West Midlands.
11,000 prawns.
Yeah, they start seeing theft everywhere.
You're like,
I swear my Christmas tree was taller last year. Where's it gone, Jess? Where's it gone?
you monster.
So they accused her of stealing 11,000 prawns and pounds from the West Midlands post office branch that she operated. When post office auditors turned up at her business with the police, she was brought to the police station, and as she told the BBC, she was told during a break in her interview, "You're the only one it's happened to. Admit it, plead guilty, and we'll get you back in your office the next day." And that is a fucking lie.
Jesus.
Aware of her innocence but scared, she pleaded guilty.
Every part of that was a lie, was it? So, because it had happened to others.
Had happened to other people.
And they weren't going to let her back to work?
I don't know, because I actually don't know how it would have turned out, because she was aware of her innocence but scared, she pleaded guilty. But the stress was so overwhelming that it prompted a full breakdown and an attempt on her own life.
Oh my God.
She was hospitalised, but the post office didn't believe her, and they sent their own doctor to get their a second opinion.
What the fuck?
This is
This is diabolical.
Yeah. This is like worst of humanity sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's worse.
Sure. But this is where you go like, fuck, humans are awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's like, these are people hiding behind this corporation.
Yeah, because it's huge. And also, I think it's complicated because of, like I said, the system changes quite a bit. I don't think it's not clear exactly who is in charge of what bit.
And I'm just imagining like the lawyers before who are like, yeah, we know this guy can't actually pay us any money, but let's ruin him so to make an example of him.
Yeah, they'll
and
stop
then
others.
All right, that's a good idea. I'm going to go to my fancy apartment and sleep well tonight.
Yeah, no.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
How do you live with yourself when you're making decisions like that? Horrific.
The calendar square bug example that I mentioned earlier that duplicated transactions and made it look like they'd made more sales than they actually had, that sub-postmaster was held responsible.
Wow.
The Dell Mellington bug that created a £24,000 discrepancy, the post office again tried to hold the post office operator responsible for that.
So they're seeing this huge pattern.
Yeah, that's so crazy about it, and it's years long.
And at no stage do they go, could this be on us?
They keep thinking, at least early on, I think they're thinking, no, this system's right. And they're told by the IT people, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
And there's not enough people who, these aren't all making the news or something? Like, no one externally seeing a pattern for a while?
Yeah, a big part of it is that because they're all franchises. They're all separate from each other. Like, a lot of them don't communicate with others to be like, oh, that's also happening to me.
Mm.
So for a long time, for many years, they're able to just tell people, no, you're the only one.
Yeah.
And they would go, oh, okay, it's me.
They didn't have a Facebook group.
Yes. That's what they need.
To all chat to each
change
other.
This.
That's why I think Zuckerberg has really changed the world for the better.
Yes. See, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah. Well, great proof. Proof of the capitalist experiment is a success.
So they should privatize it with the Zuck.
Yeah, I think if we could, privatize everything. Why not privatize? I mean, we're on the way. Privatize government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're basically, we're on the way.
Yeah.
Just go all the way.
Yeah.
Just have, and you know how expensive elections are?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's
we could
skip
cut the
that.
fat right there.
Yeah.
Save millions.
Yep.
Billions.
Trillions?
Yeah. Just have Zuckerberg as world president.
Yeah.
I trust him.
He wears a little chain. I trust him.
Yeah.
So they're just a few examples of the miscarriages of justice, again from Computer Weekly. For 15 years after the rollout of Horizon, the Post Office, which has private investigation and prosecution powers with no need for police involvement, prosecuted more than 700 sub-postmasters for crimes such as theft and false accounting.
700.
At no point do you think, maybe we're the problem. These people weren't stealing before. They're not master criminals. They're everyday people running very small businesses. Nah, they must all be guilty. They're all stealing from us.
That's wild.
Computer Weekly continues, hundreds of sub-postmasters were sent to prison and many more received punishments such as being forced to do community service and having to wear electronic tags.
Ugh, yuck.
Just
Community service. Ugh.
just imagining that you've gone to jail and you're like, maybe I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't think so.
I don't remember stealing
Wait, it's such a
£25,000, but
what a
maybe.
nightmare, bizarre sort of feeling.
Awful.
Yeah, if I did make a mistake, do I need to go to prison for it?
Yeah. If I made one little whoopsie, would it have resulted in that much money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many were given criminal records, were bankrupted, forced to pay back money they didn't owe, and shamed in their own communities. Awful stuff. And despite thousands of discrepancies all over the UK, where suddenly previous upstanding citizens, like I said, were suddenly stealing thousands of pounds from the business, did the Post Office and Horizon think they could be the problem? Well, probably yes, but that is not how they acted. In frankly, what is the most unbelievable part of this wild story, they acted incredibly maliciously and lied through their teeth to their subcontractors when they attempted to point out issues or defend themselves against incredibly false accusations. One of the ways they did this was they instructed staff in its call centre, which was the first contact point for sub-postmasters having problems, to tell callers they were the only ones experiencing problems, making people feel they were the ones at fault and, importantly, not reaching out to other sub-postmasters to create a case against the Post Office.
What the fuck?
So you're telling him, you've probably just heard someone else in tears saying that I've lost £25,000. I'm not sure what's going on. You say, you're the only one. Next call, I've lost £30,000. You're the only one. Like, crazy stuff.
Yeah. And let me tell you, call centre workers get paid incredibly well. They're trained really well. They're really made to feel part of the business. So you'd feel good doing that, I reckon. I think that would you'd feel right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess they're all having a not whistleblow for this to stay in. Like, it's not sustainable. They must know that it's coming out eventually.
Surely.
Totally.
They also used their deep pockets and legal teams to defend against any accusations, taking multiple people to court. Computer Weekly again, right, which I've got to tell you, it's a perfect article if you want to know fully about this.
Article.
Jeez.
Not a letter out of place.
Wow. The only other thing he's ever said that about is that's
your breasts.
I love that what Jess was going to say and compare the two comments.
I just think that's where you were going, but which would have.
Honestly, that was better than what I was going to say.
But also, how funny that I'm like, Jess is going to say this funny thing. I better say first.
Jess is going for a joke. Better get in there.
I'm a real piece of shit. But that would have been a funny thing.
How are you a piece of shit? You say I have perfect breasts.
Not what Dave
That's
said.
just a nice thing for friends to say to one another.
I said they're the perfect article.
That's what Dave said. I thought you were also remembering that time Dave said that.
He was taking words out of my mouth.
What were you going to say?
It's not really worth it now.
Okay.
Was it about my balls?
It was about the perfect article.
The perfect article.
Matt's balls.
I'll extend it to 3 things.
No, I was going to say the Substack I wrote about side characters in rom-coms.
Oh, you've written a Substack.
Yeah, I got a Substack.
Could you direct us to it now, please?
Yeah, Substack.
Okay.
/ Jess Perkins probably or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Link in bio.
Okay. Jeez.
Check it out. I've written like 3 things on there.
That sounds
Really?
Maybe
awesome.
4 by now. I'm drafting one right now.
Well
And
done.
you hate subs.
I love subs. I hate stacks.
Oh.
I get that confused.
Stack Marines.
Other than stacks on stacks. Oh, submarines. I say what you were doing there.
Well, I thought that's
I like stacks on cash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Computer Weekly write in their perfect article.
Perfect article.
Oh, wee.
You have to get the video on Patreon if you want to get that.
Just lift it at top.
You got to pay extra for that.
Computer Weekly write. It bragged about stopping. So this is like them taking people to court, spending thousands of pounds. It, as in Horizon, bragged about stopping subpostmasters from, quote, jumping on the Horizon bashing bandwagon when it silenced them. It also lied to journalists, politicians, and anybody else who questioned the robustness of the Horizon system. Computer Weekly then gives an example of some of the legal tactics they employed. For example, if a subpostmaster being blamed for an unexplained shortfall sought expert IT advice, like a third party, the post office would often back down because they would know that if you look into it, they're being dodgy.
Right.
In 2003, when the post office was suing a subpostmaster who was blaming Horizon shortfalls at her branch in Lancashire, a judge ordered it to appoint an expert IT witness. When the expert revealed problems with Horizon, the post office paid the subpostmaster and forced her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So that's another reason it's not getting out, because anytime someone...
They're like
Twigs, they go, all right, you can have money, but don't tell anyone.
Yeah. So you're having to go...
Just fix the problem.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Just
it's
fix
probably
the bugs.
cheaper.
You know that guy who found the problems? That IT expert? Employ him. Yeah. You know, the one who the judge assigned?
He's already looked into it.
Get his number.
He's already looked... He knows the problem.
Yeah.
Just fix the bugs. That's insane.
Like, you're going to have to keep doing this. Well, I mean, I guess the good thing is if they fixed the bugs, everyone who was in jail probably would have stayed there. Might not have ever come out.
Far out.
But Jesus Christ. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or growing your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain and showcase your offerings with a professional website.
Now, with Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone, and I mean anyone, can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand and or business. Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder, to get a fully custom website in just a few steps. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates with options for every use and category.
Squarespace also gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place. From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments.
I'm hearing two words. Cha-ching. Head to squarespace.com/do-go-on for a free trial and to save 10% off your first purchase. And yes, that's how I say purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace.com/do-go-on.
So good, so good, so good.
Just in. Thousands of winter arrivals at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save up to 70% on coats, slippers, and cashmere from Kate Spade New York, Vince, UGG, Levi's, and more.
Check out these boots.
They've got the best gifts.
My holiday shopping hack? Join the Nordy Club.
Get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with your Nordstrom credit card. Plus, buy it online and pick it up in store the same day for free. Big gifts, big perks. That's why you Rack.
Speaking of prison, they weren't also afraid to send people to prison to silence them and hopefully deter others from making a similar fuss. An example of this is Seema Misra, who ran the post office in the village of West Byfleet in Surrey from 2005 until 2008, when she was suspended and then wrongly prosecuted for shortfalls detected by the Horizon software. In 2010, after being convicted of theft and false accounting, she was sent to prison when she was 8 weeks pregnant. Again from Computer Weekly. After she was convicted, former post office head of criminal law, Jarnail Singh, wrote a celebratory email to colleagues claiming this result would stop others from, quote, jumping on the Horizon bashing bandwagon.
Oh, she was celebrated sending the pregnant woman to prison?
Yeah.
Oh, that feels cold.
It is actually... Well, I know they have made a TV movie out of this, but if like all this evil stuff was fictionalized, you'd be like, that's a bit evil.
Yeah, that's a bit far.
All right, we're trying to make a point about corporations being evil, but that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is real.
Wow.
They did all this.
That's diabolical. Have I said that multiple times today? I'm going to bring it back a few more.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few more diabolicals coming up.
Great.
The most famous sub-postmaster who found himself accused of financial discrepancies is Alan Bates, a.k.a. Mr. Bates, from the title of Mr. Bates versus Post Office.
Oh.
Oh, pardon, Vicar.
I was literally like, oh, not that famous. I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier,
Mr.
before.
Bates.
Yes.
Oh.
Alan Bates was born in Liverpool in 1954. And
Liverpool.
He studied graphic design in Wrexham, where Matt and I went and had a beer that time.
Well, it's actually, we went down to Wrexham after visiting Liverpool. Oh, that wasn't very good. But
Not bad.
we went Liverpool to Wrexham.
Yeah.
That's true. That was
And then we went to, where do we ate at like a Nepalese restaurant or something?
Oh, yeah, in the town
It wasn't Nepalese, was it?
where Charles Darwin is from.
Yes, and it's something like Thurn Thistle, Chester Stephenson, Flanderpan, Schnickety Beep,
Schnickety beep.
Schnickety Beep.
Was it Schnickety beep?
Shrewsbury, Shropshire. is coming up.
Shrewsbury, yes.
Was it Shrewsbury?
Shrewsbury's right. I
Oh,
reckon.
great.
Shropshire? Oh, wonderful. Oh, man. So Monty Franklin, an Aussie comic who lives in America, was on Who Knew It this week. He's about my age.
Old.
Old as the wind. And I brought up an ad, and he could say it word for word. And I'm like, it is so nice.
Oh, I'm so glad somebody could be that for you.
Yeah, this is so. And he was like, oh, I know all the ads. I'm like, oh.
I'm so sorry you have to work week after week with these two little whippersnappers.
Yeah, because Frankie McNair was on as well, and she's like, well,
I got no idea.
nope.
Yeah. So in the late 1990s, Bates and his partner, Susan Sercombe, a special needs teacher.
Susan Sercombe's a great name.
Susan Sercombe. I decided on a career change and began looking for a post office branch to run.
No, this is not a good time to do
No,
that.
but I don't know because there's no press about it.
Late 90s is
And
terrible.
there's all these positions opening up, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Like
also-
regularly.
Also, history will be glad that this guy signed up.
Okay,
So
great.
it was a plan to give them both time to spend on things outside work. In Bates's case, this was walking in the hills. For Sercombe, arts and crafts, all while still working.
Nice.
Oh my God.
They just wanted a bit more
Is
work-life
this
balance.
one of the more wholesome couples? Wholesome.
From what I read about them, beautiful couple. In May 1988,
Have you ever said that about me and my husband?
My husband. Have you?
what a
Have you?
wholesome couple.
Yes. Have you ever said that?
I have said that about your breasts.
Wholesome.
I couldn't even get it
I do like how you were. I felt like you did a regret. A regret mid.
You know what it was? It was like, I'll regret if I don't say this,
Yeah.
but I will regret if I say
So much ways on just laughing.
Please find this one funny too. Well, a wholesome, the perfect article. A wholesome guy.
Dave, you finished. Just like, well, you can't say that.
There's just
Dave.
a really hard cut in the audio, and then the rest of the people are watching the video. They're all just kind of like very quiet and not
no.
making eye contact.
No.
And Dave's sitting with a minder. there's a guy in a suit. Dave just said, and every time you look at
Wearing
it,
a turtleneck.
no. Sorry.
No, we can't. We can't have that. Dave, you were right to say it.
Thank
You would have
you.
regretted if you did it.
Exactly. I probably would have messaged you tonight, be like, "Hey, I actually
For future reference, is it?
So,
Jess has got us scared. That's the message.
What,
here.
what a way.
Jess has got us so scared. We're walking on eggshells around her. What, can we even mention her breasts?
Oh, you can't even mention a friend's breasts anymore.
what's happened to
What's
this
happening in
world?
this country? I heard a kid say the other day, a kid,
Oh, no.
like a tiny kid,
Yeah.
would have been, I don't know, like somewhere between 3 and 10.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, young.
And he was standing outside this house with unmowed lawns. He says, that's Australia for you these days.
You're kidding.
He said, oh, yeah, point of the lawn. That's Australia for you these days. What does
What
that
the
mean?
fuck?
Australia's unmown lawns.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where we're going on the dogs. People aren't even mowing their lawns anymore.
You can imagine what he's hearing.
Yeah.
The combos he's hearing.
Fuck, that's
Bloody
funny.
going to the dogs.
Going to
It's
the
so
dogs.
funny. Like, that's real proper boomer
Yes.
talk coming out of a time. Like, like you would have been, probably tall a bit,
Yeah.
short. Short.
Short.
Definitely a child.
That's insane.
Hang on, I'm just thinking, was that just a small old man? They do shrink, don't they?
Dude. Could have been anywhere from 4 to 10, or 98.
Yes. Yes, one of their nappy ages.
Yeah, he was a nappy age.
All right, so in May 1998, they being Alan and Susan, the beautiful couple,
The wholesome couple.
took over the Wool Post, a post office and haberdashery shop in Craigydon in Llandudno, Wales. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong.
Yeah, I think you've nailed every word of that.
Craigydon is one of my favourites.
So they're crafters, they're hill walkers,
Yes.
and they're haberdashers.
Yeah.
Haberdasher is a great word.
Amazing word.
Don't know if I could explain it.
Makes sense that she's into craft and haberdashery.
When
Yeah,
I
she'd have a
worked
lot
at
of
a
that around.
supermarket as a teen, there was a section, people go, do you have scissors or some
Yeah.
sort of thing? I'd say, it's actually for the haberdashery section. And I loved when people asked,
good.
and I got to say haberdashery. You just find it in the haberdashery section, which was like, one
A
tiny
little- yeah,
bay with
so good.
a few things of cotton.
Haberdashery.
Haberdashery. I'm somewhat of a haberdasher myself.
I frequent that part of the supermarket often myself.
What are you dashing?
I'm having.
They invested £65,000 in the post office side of the business.
Shit.
It's a bit of an outlay, but they're thinking it's going to give us more time to do what we love. So when they took it over, it had the manual paper-based system. But of course, this all soon changed when the Horizon accounting was soon rolled out in 1999 and 2000. Bates was interviewed in The Guardian, which writes, Alan believed it would make life simpler and more efficient. He said, I thought it was great when it came in. We revamped our premises and built a huge extension.
Oh.
He's like, this is going to make things
Gonna
easier
save
and better.
time.
Yeah. We're printing money. It was in October 2000 that Bates received the quote-unquote upgraded system.
Ah.
And by December, the system was showing an unexplained £6,000 shortfall.
That's huge.
So almost immediately it's going wrong. He later said, the system was so badly designed you couldn't interrogate it easily. Which is another reason that they were able to hide it for so long, because you can't just go into the back end and work out what's happening.
Yeah, everything's doubled. Like it would be,
Yeah.
if you could see, if there was some sort of way to log in and have a look, you'd be like,
Yep.
oh, there it is. Every single thing doubled.
Yeah.
Everything. No, someone came in and bought 2 of everything.
Yeah.
Case closed. You owe us £50,000.
Have fun in jail.
Every single customer came in, paid for the thing, and then said, I'd like to pay for that again.
Again,
Every
instantly.
single customer did.
And they paid in cash. Because where's the cash? You must have taken it.
Yeah.
You crook.
Yeah.
You crook.
Bates
They're pulling up floorboards at all the shops.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Where's your money? You drive a Ferrari now, don't you?
Not really, no. Not really. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm flustered.
Bates complained repeatedly to post office management that the Horizon system was unreliable, that its reporting facilities did not allow tracing of events behind shortfalls, and that it was wrong that operators were obliged to make good on shortfalls caused by the software. Over a 2-year period, he and his staff made 507 calls to the post office helpline, 85 of which were related to Horizon. So there's obviously a lot of problems going on.
Far out.
Did they have time to start taking paper receipts, Like,
Yeah, so-
someone's going to have to do that eventually, I guess, to...
Yeah, so that's what he started doing. So they demand he pay back the shortfall. He refused. So he went through everything manually, account by account, and found more than £5,000 of that money in duplicated transactions, proving to him that there was something very wrong with the system. It wasn't him or his workers or anything.
Amazing.
He had kept a record of all the inconsistencies in a suspense account and refused to pay back the shortfall. He wrote to regional officers to explain his problems and never heard back. He continued to refuse to pay, and in August 2003, he received a letter from the post office terminating his contract. No reason was given for the termination, and he was absolutely flabbergasted. And any attempt for him to try and say, like, why am I being fired? No.
I mean, they have
response.
accused him of, being short by
Yeah,
thousands
and
of
he
pounds,
hasn't
and he's
paid
refused
money,
to pay
yeah.
it back. He must have an inkling.
Yeah, but I guess that they're clever enough to not put that in writing.
Yeah. As Alan Partridge said in one of his books, my flabber was ghasted. My flabber was absolutely ghasted or something. I butchered it. I've read it.
Classic Alan.
I stuffed it.
So he was given 3 months' notice, and he and Susan used that time to tell their loyal customers about what was going on and ask them to sign a petition. Alan started a post office victims website and made a banner with the website that he hung from the front of his shop, and you can see photos of it.
Wow.
Because he was certain there were problems with the system, he was confident that others must be experiencing similar things. So his contract was terminated, and the £65,000 that he'd paid to the post office to set up the shop was not paid back. So he's down a lot of money.
Wow.
He later discovered in post office notes that he was referred to as unmanageable. So they're keeping records about his complaints.
Yuck.
But if they thought they had got rid of him so easily, they had no idea just how unmanageable this man could become.
Yeah, that's basically they're saying, hey, we can't like make things stick with him.
Yeah.
He's not going to be one of those guys that we can get money out of and
Totally. We just have to get rid of it.
He will fight back. We need him to shut up and go away.
Yeah, we just pretend he doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. That seems like a lot of this is them kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit, that's weird.
Yeah.
Ignore it.
Yeah.
Chuck that in the bin.
Have we thought about ignoring it?
Have we? Yeah. Get the shredder going. It already is. Great. Hit some more letters.
Unlike hundreds of others, probably because of how unmanageable he was, what we're saying there, he was never charged with theft or false accounting. I think they were scared of him.
Right.
But he and Susan had lost their business and the future was scary.
Yeah.
He later told Simon Hattenstone from The Guardian, I thought, how are we going to survive financially and do what we do business-wise? If something's thrown at me, I normally attack the problem. I like problem solving.
Oh.
Adding about the post office, I was always annoyed with them. Don't get mad. Get even. In it.
Yes.
Honestly, they had crossed the wrong man because he told Simon at The Guardian in 2024, this is what The Guardian writes, years before the scandal, when he had been sold a holiday deal, and when he got to the airport, he discovered the flights on offer never existed. It meant that rather than flying at a respectable time of day, they'd have to fly through the night. It was an inconvenience and an annoyance, but little more. Alan said, I took it to the trading standards. That case took 5 years. The company got fined a couple of £1,000. Then to recover the cost of the flights, we had to go to another court, and they fought it again at that place. But I wouldn't let go of it. And that was just to get back £100. It was just the principle of it. So if I was going to be like that for 5 years over £500, the post office had no chance.
It kind of feels like even if the post office tried to sort of pay him off to shut him up, the principle of it would mean he'd fight them anyway.
That's right. They could have offered him £10 million. I reckon he would have been like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Because he knows at this point, he's certainly twigged that they're probably screwing over others as well.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take these bastards down. Asked to describe himself in the Guardian article, he said, pain in the backside.
Describe himself. That's funny because other people will say harsher things.
The only thing the post office cared about throughout, Bates thought, was saving money and reputation. He added, they were just thugs in suits. All they care about is the bottom line, whether it's the bottom line for the post office or the bottom line for their bonuses. They don't give a stuff about us. So he started fighting back. The website was a big success and led to them discovering that, like Alan Bates had thought, they weren't alone. They found out about others bankrupted and convicted. They scraped by financially, and Alan basically went full-time on managing how to take action against the post office, and Susan did shifts at an after-school club and worked as a cleaner to subsidise their campaign.
What was the website called? Did you say that?
Post Office Victims, I think it was .org.uk or something like that. And yeah, unfortunately, I wanted to go on there just because it would have been pretty old school looking, I imagine. Being as old as it is.
It's a good get though. Good name.
Yeah, they got in.
You got to get in quick with those sort of things.
He also went back to school to study more on computer sciences, which later became useful in the campaign because he's sort of complaining about how the computer stuff is dodgy. Bates campaigned at events such as the National Federation of Subpostmasters, an annual conference. He was approached by more subpostmasters who were experiencing similar problems, and they formed the Justice for Subpostmasters Alliance, the JFSA. In 2009, Computer Weekly first featured the story with Alan Bates, and 5 others' experiences were profiled, and from there, media slowly picked up about it. With their JFSA, he decided to set up a meeting in November 2009. Remember, he'd been fired in 2003, so he's already 6 years in.
That's great.
Bates chose the village hall in the Warwickshire village of Fenny Compton as the meeting venue, picking a place in the middle of England at random, being like, oh, that'd be easy for everyone to get to. About 20 to 25 former sub-postmasters attended, many bringing partners, I don't know why that's added, and discussed ways to seek...
Put keys in the bowl.
Yeah.
It was a great night.
Tomorrow we get down to business.
And then we talk about all this other stuff.
They discuss ways to seek redress from the post office. And at this point, MP, that's a Member of Parliament, James Arbuthnot, got involved when his constituent, Jo Hamilton, that lady who owned the delicatessen that we felt very, very sorry for.
Oh, yes.
And she'd remortgaged her house to pay the payments. She'd been charged by this point, and someone had gotten in contact with him, and because she was a member of where he represents, he was like, well, this is crazy. This is a lovely lady. I've got to get involved here. So James Arbuthnot...
Man, I love hearing about the times where politicians seem to do that, which
they actually
doesn't feel like it happens a lot, or at least it's not publicised a lot, so it's nice to hear.
Yeah. He became a major campaigner in Parliament for the subpostmasters alongside Labor MP Kevin Jones, whose constituent Tom Brown, a former subpostmaster in Newcastle, also suffered problems with Horizon. Now, with MPs beginning to raise issues, this government-owned post office was forced to take concerns seriously. In 2012, the post office launched an external review and mediation scheme to look at cases where subpostmasters were alleging problems. Back to Carl Flinders at Computer Weekly. As a part of this, the post office appointed and paid forensic accountancy company Second Sight to investigate cases. There were fears this would be used to sweep the issue under the carpet, but if this was the post office's plan, as many suspected, it backfired. It soon became apparent to Second Sight that the sub-postmasters were not thieves and fraudsters, but hardworking people struggling with the computer system and an organisation that cared for the reputation of that computer system and over the very welfare of its sub-postmaster network.
It's so weird.
So they started looking into it and they were like, oh, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight away. It's not like the Horizon or the post system had like hidden anything.
No, it's just that it's obviously bad.
The sub-postmasters had no access to it to prove it themselves. That's insane.
In 2013, Second Sight, who were investigating, produced an interim report that revealed serious concerns about the system. But then in March 2015, on the eve of the Second Sight publishing its report, their work was stopped by the post office and the mediation scheme was closed. They were about to report it was possible that there had been many miscarriages of justice in prosecuting people, and the post office did not want that getting out, so they just pulled the whole thing. And the report that had taken a couple of years was just scrapped, and no one got to read it.
Get the shredder going.
Which is absolutely crazy that you can do that.
The shredder's already going. Great. Here's some more reams for you to chuck into it.
We fell over, and it fell in the shredder. Oh. There was only one copy.
It can happen. So... yeah, that doesn't sound good in itself.
No.
So that's really dodgy. So Alan Bates had to find another way to get the truth out there. So he took the post office to court in a group action. The group had 555 claimants in the case called Bates and Others versus Post Office Limited. In November 2018, which is, remember, so many years after he'd been let go.
2003, he was let go?
15 years later.
Incredible.
The first of 4 planned trials began with evidence from Bates himself. In December 2019, after 2 trials, the first examining the contract between the post office and sub-postmasters and the second focused on the Horizon system itself, and the post office tried everything to get out of it, even attempting to have the judge, Peter Fraser, recuse himself, accusing him of bias.
Have you not ever posted before, Judge? Well, I don't know how you can profess to be a neutral judge in this case. Step down, sir. I'll run you through, sir.
And he said, no. So this failed. And by the time Judge Fraser issued a draft judgment on Horizon issues, which found the system contained many bugs, errors and defects, the litigants unfortunately had run out of funding and accepted a settlement of £57.75 million from the post office, which sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But after legal costs were deducted, the settlement left only £12 million for the claimants. They spent £45 million in court, which was not enough to provide realistic compensation for many of the people.
How are legal costs so much?
Jess, once you start looking into legal costs, my wife, who started studying law, she said on the first day of law school, basically one of the things they say to you is never sue anyone. It will ruin you. It will cost too much. Don't do it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because it costs a phenomenal amount. Anyway, so they only had £12 million left, which is not enough, but the judgment had proved them right, and this opened the way for a public inquiry, which Alan Bates called for the inquiry to be statutory, meaning it would have legal powers to compel witnesses. In the UK, there's two types of inquiries. And the first one, I think, if you get called up and it's not statutory, you can say, I'm busy, I'm not coming. But it's a legal requirement for you to turn up. So the post office people can't just say, I'm away or whatever. It's like, no, you have to come back or you'll go to jail.
Because they would try to do that. They would, sorry, I'm not home.
Yeah, I'm not home right now.
Oh, sorry, no.
The inquiry was split into 7 stages and ran for 3 years.
Fuck.
Alan Bates personally gave evidence for it in April 2024.
That's last year.
Keeping in mind that he was let go by them in 2003.
20 years.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I love this guy. He's nuts.
He's not giving up. The inquiry revealed that the post office had knowledge that the Horizon software had bugs when rolled out. Prosecution witnesses changing their statements when prompted by the post office, and lawyers hid evidence during trials of subpostmasters because it would have made their prosecutions unsafe. So, dodgy practice after dodgy practice was revealed. Part 1 of Judge Win Williams, which is such a great name, came out in July of this year, 2025. Williams said, "The picture which has emerged and is described in my report is profoundly disturbing." Computer Weekly write about part 1 of the report. In a 162-page report, he said at least 10,000 people have been impacted to different degrees as a result of the flawed Horizon IT system and the Post Office's response to phantom losses falsely attributed to subpostmasters. The report revealed that 59 victims have contemplated suicide as a result of their suffering, and that although he, quote, cannot make a definitive finding that there is a, quote, causal connection between the deaths by suicide of 13 people, he did not rule it out as a, quote, real possibility. Williams reported that 10 of the 59 people that contemplated suicide attempted to do so, some more than on one occasion.
Oh my God.
Williams' much more substantial Part 2 report will cover the remaining 6 phases. It does not have a specific publication date, but will be completed in 2026. So this is still ongoing.
Wow. Just fix the bugs.
I know.
Just fix the
bugs.
That's insane. Every new, like a rollout of a whole new system is going to have issues. Of course it is. And at the first sign of issues, people are going to go, hey, there's an issue here. And you go, oh, yeah, there is. We'll fix that. And they go, thanks. Yeah, I know it is. But, we'll iron it out.
Yeah.
Like what? Just fix the fucking bugs.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They just double down at every turn.
Oh, but just
like you say, Matt, just kick the can down the road and the problem just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
and
and not even just like blindly defensive, just like being cruel and malicious and evil about it.
It's so evil.
Oh my God. Dare I say diabolical?
Yeah.
It's like Disney villain evil.
Yeah.
It's like over the top mustache twirling stuff.
Yeah. Mwah.
Yeah.
A lot of that. And you're like, okay, mate. Jesus
Whoa.
Christ. These are people. These are nice people who are just like running a cute little business.
Yeah. These Dalmatians deserve to see adult dog life.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
In
Talking about Bambi?
Yeah.
In total, there are now 4 schemes for different groups of victims. The overturned conviction scheme for those who were convicted, the Horizon shortfall scheme for those who suffered losses but were not convicted, and the GLO scheme for those who took part in the group litigation with Alan Bates. Because so much of their compensation was eaten up by legal costs, the GLO, the group litigation order scheme, was set up to ensure they received extra money to reflect the gravity of their situation. So they will end up getting more money than just the £12 million they had to split between 500.
Yeah.
The scheme is funded and managed by the government. As of the 11th of January 2024, approximately £153,000 had been paid to over 2,700 claimants across the 3 schemes, with 64% of all those affected by the scandal having received full and final compensation. But that's only 2/3. There's still a lot missing.
Yeah.
What was the total, sorry?
£153 million. But that's only a drop in the ocean because the most recent figure I could find was from a BBC article in July 2025, which states a total of £1.098 billion has been awarded to just over 7,900 subpostmasters across all 4 redress schemes. There's a 4th one now. The latest monthly figures showed that was in July. But because it took so long, many people died whilst waiting for any compensation at all.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years.
20 years, a lot of people. And their families have since been told that they can apply for compensation in their place. But I think that's ongoing as well.
Fuck.
Man, that's just something a family carries forever.
Right?
Yeah.
This business, because they try to extend their business a little bit.
Yeah, but not even in like a really greedy way. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not like they really took a big gamble or did something really reckless and now the family's
Bates
paying
wanted
for it.
to go for more walks in the hills.
Yeah.
Like most of these shops are like super wholesome stuff.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
just adding. We'll add a little. What a dream! We'll add a little post office to our
Be
delicatessen.
fun. We can help send Christmas presents and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Spreading joy around
Yeah.
the world.
And even if they are like, it'll make us more money. That's business. That's how it should work.
And in a way that the post office people need post, so it's not
Exactly.
It's not a thing that is evil in any way, but it's become so evil.
It's a necessary service.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's insane.
In January of 2024, then Prime Minister Rishi Sunak referred to the scandal as, quote, one of the greatest miscarriages of justice in our nation's history. And honestly, the scandal is widely considered to be the most widespread miscarriage of justice in UK history.
Wow.
I had no idea about any of this.
I didn't really either.
Okay, that makes me feel better because
No,
you're smarter
I
than
only
me.
knew about it because Jason and my dad were like, you got to look into this thing.
Yeah.
This TV show is amazing.
They're talking internally, I'm guessing, because there's some big miscarriages of justice that they did externally.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, internally.
Internally, to ourselves.
Yeah.
Later in the year, the government introduced a new law that overturned all convictions linked to the scandal, resulting in hundreds more people becoming eligible for redress.
Wow.
For those people whose convictions were overturned by the new legislation, they can register for the Horizon Convictions Redress Scheme. I think that's the fourth scheme.
Okay.
And they were offered, they could take this is if you've been to jail, you can take a fast track £600,000 settlement or enter into,
Sounds a bit like Monopoly.
Yeah.
or enter into negotiations if you want more.
Go straight to jail.
Yeah.
But only the opposite, I guess. Go straight to not jail. And
Home.
money. Okay, it's not a lot like
Go
Monopoly.
straight to home.
Just go straight to home or wherever you want to go because you're not in jail now.
I'm not your boss.
Am I your boss?
And you wouldn't want me to be. I was really bad at it. If I'm still the post office guy.
Oh my
Which I won't be. I
gosh.
assume I've lost my job.
Surely.
Surely a lot. Do you have anything on that? Like the decision makers and the...
Well, I'll get to that,
Yeah.
but one insane sentence that I have to read out is, as of 2025, the post office continue to use the Horizon system.
Oh.
Although they state there have been several reversions of the system and they have continued to make improvements to it, but they still use it.
Oh my God.
Answer to your question, Matt, as for those responsible for the wrongful convictions, no one has been convicted yet, but investigations are still ongoing. In June this year, The Guardian reported that the criminal inquiry is investigating more than 45 individuals, with 7 formally identified as main suspects.
What about the asshole who sent the email celebrating a pregnant woman going to prison? Like, just chuck them in jail. You know what I
Great.
mean?
I mean, so you've got their name, right?
Let's
Yeah,
go
Like
get them.
that's a public...
Yeah, that's...
I imagine they've at the least faced some backlash.
Yes.
How about our main man, Alan Bates?
Hmm.
Well, let's
Call
finish...
him by his full name. Master Bates.
Master Bates. Let's finish with some good news on this story of lives being ruined. Well, he shot to nationwide fame when he was the main character in the 4-part dramatisation Mr. Bates versus the
Was he
Post
played
Office.
by Colin Farrell?
He was portrayed by Toby Jones.
Oh, his name's not Connell.
Is a name
Colin.
I reckon a face you would recognise. He voices Dobby in Harry Potter.
Oh.
Oh no, missus! Is that him?
But he's got...
Ow!
He's a real...
Ow!
Yeah, he's a real character actor.
I'm Dobby! He said stuff like that.
Do you know
Is
Toby
he
Jones?
plays Dobby?
Can you show me
Apparently
Dobby?
Toby Jones?
Toby Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like a Nazi in the MCU.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff.
And he plays...
Had a great career.
Him and Philip Seymour Hoffman played the same writer about the same time, the In True Blood guy. In True Blood?
Truman
Truman
Capote.
Capote.
Yeah.
In Cold Blood.
In Cold Blood. I think he played Capote.
He was
in
the
it.
other one.
Yeah.
Well, Philip Seymour Hoffman won the Oscar, but anyway.
In the Ants
Wow.
Bugs
Yeah,
Life
yeah,
sort
yeah,
of thing.
Yes.
Well, he shot to nationwide fame because the show was a critical hit and each episode was watched by 13 million people in the UK. Bringing his story to the mainstream and bringing the whole story to the mainstream. It aired on Channel 7 here. And that's when my friend Jason and Dad saw it. For his tireless campaigning for justice in early 2024, Alan Bates was offered the honour of an OBE, as appointment as Officer of the Order of the British Empire. But he declined because Paula Venables, a former CEO of Post Office Limited, was still a member of the Order.
Wow.
Any
And-
club that wants them in it, like that saying, only slightly different.
Yep.
And she was the CEO and a big part of this part. And he said that should be taken off her. Well, Venel's honour was formally revoked in 2024 for, quote, bringing the honours system into disrepute. And Alan Bates subsequently accepted the offer of a knighthood, meaning he is now Sir Alan Bates.
That rules.
And he said, this is not just for me, it's for everyone. Like,
What a
I've been the
legend.
face of this, but
Yeah.
this affected so many people. And
Sir
in interviews, he
Master
seems
Bates.
like such a legend.
No, it doesn't really work. I don't need to put the master in anymore. In fact, was there ever a master? It was probably Mister. Makes you think.
And just finally, in September 2024, Alan Bates and Susan got married after 34 years together.
Oh.
The ceremony took place on Richard Branson's private Necker Island in the Caribbean and was officiated by Richard Branson himself.
Sure.
A few years
Sure.
earlier, Alan had said in an interview that the couple had only had a couple of camping holidays in 20 years. He said, quote, at the end, he said, offhand, I wouldn't mind a holiday if Richard Branson fancies throwing one our way. And after that, Branson got in touch and invited them to Necker Island, where Alan proposed, and they quickly got married.
That's pretty
That's
fun.
so nice. That rules. Oh, that's a nice sort of happy ending for
Nice
somebody
happy
who
ending.
worked
Again,
really hard.
a billionaire comes in at the end and saves the day.
Yes.
Where would we be without him?
Thank you, billionaires.
Yes. I think a lot of like the prime ministers and that are just millionaires. I know
Yeah.
ours is only a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Ugh,
Come on.
embarrassing.
I think the same, like English ones are often that way. So if we could get the billionaires in, I
Yeah.
think then we'll have leadership.
Yes.
You know, tell us what to do, Daddy. That sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we'll call you daddy if you want.
If you want.
If you want.
And even if you don't want.
If you're a billionaire, I'll call you daddy.
I'll call you whatever you want.
Dave, fantastic report. What a story.
It's so wild. And it just gets crazier and crazier. You're like,
Yes.
they just got more and more evil, basically.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
was-
Disney villain level.
So, I mean, yeah, you took us to a really dark place, but I love how it ended.
Yes.
I mean, we of course have to forget about
Yeah.
all the people who died without seeing justice.
Exactly
and all
right.
that sort
It's
of things. But
horrific.
yeah, awful. But yeah, I'm glad it had a bit
It's-
of light at the end.
It's that thing of like we were saying, you can see how awful humans can be, and then there's also just that
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson at the end really coming in
Yes.
and saving the day.
Thanks, Richard Branson. And also the criminal stuff, like we said, is ongoing. So who knows? We'll watch this space to see if anyone actually is ever brought to justice on the
Yeah.
other side.
You did have an idea that we could try doing some old episodes with listen to them and recap them. Maybe this would,
Oh yeah, that's right. In 10
in a
years'
couple
time.
of years, this
Yeah.
might be it.
10 years' time, this story will be ongoing.
Yeah. Oh, Dave, that was a fantastic report. It's now a couple of days later. Jess has left the building. She's homesick. Pray for Bob. But
she's
she is
fine.
fine.
She's fine.
Yeah, she is fine. I want to make that clear.
So fine.
Yeah, she's so fine. She's so fine. I'm in a singing mood today. I'm going to try and repress that feeling. Just
Yep.
before we started recording, I was awfully singing some classics. Matt
You
Stewart
were-
butchers the classics.
You were singing a Real Big Fish song, which is a ska band that you did not know any of the words, just some of the sounds that were vaguely
Yeah.
making. And then you said that next time at karaoke, we should just do ska songs. And then you said, a ska-themed karaoke, Scarioke, let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. I don't know. I think it could be a really great idea.
Oh, no. I'll stop you right there. You can't. You either sing or you do your trump. You get to pick one.
Okay. I sing badly or I trump badly. Okay. Well, I'll try not to do either. But, yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of days later. If you're watching the video, I have teleported out of the studio to Canberra because we're doing our live show up here tomorrow night at time of recording. So that's why I'm in a completely different location suddenly on the video.
And I'm on my lonesome. I'm my lonesome
Oh no.
tonight.
Oh, no. Bring Trump back.
Are you lonesome tonight? Dave, how's this for is this an interesting anecdote? This is the last thing that happened to me before I came in. I went to get my bike checked up because it's been just sitting idle for 6 months probably. After I briefly get into it, and then the smallest hiccup, like tires that are going down flat too quick and the gears sort of being very clunky, I'm like, I got to get this looked at. 6 months go by before I but anyway, I took it in this guy. He's a European man. Can't be more specific than that. And he
He's from Europe?
I believe he's from Europe, based on his accent, maybe French or Italian or something like that. And he took the bike. I said, I'd love you to have a look at it. He'd had a look at it before, and I liked his vibe. And he goes, I'll take it for a quick ride. I'll pump up the tyres, take it out for a quick ride. Because I'm like, I think the inner tubes I might have knackered them somehow by like pumping it to, I thought my theory, and I don't know anything about bikes, my theory was that I'd pumped it up too hard or something.
Yeah, that's your style though. You always pump too hard.
I got a heavy pump. So I thought maybe that I'd wrecked the join between the little knob that you pump air into and the inner tube itself.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I'll
pump that knob.
Pump it up and take it out for a quick ride. And he comes back in and he goes, it's like a Swiss watch. And I'm like, I guess he meant Swiss cheese. That's what my head goes. I guess he meant Swiss cheese. I'm like, oh, lots of holes. And he said, no, it's perfect. Running like a Swiss watch. It's running perfect. Like, oh, okay. Well,
lots of holes?
I might have just sounded insane. Lots of holes? You know, like a Swiss watch.
Like a Swiss watch. Did you recover, do you think, or no? You can't go back.
I don't think I recovered, but I did show him my workings out. I said, oh, I thought you said Swiss cheese. Lots of holes. And there was another guy in there as well, and they're both like real bike guys. This guy came in who was like a unit. You know, the bike riders, but he had huge biceps as well. Just a tank. And it was lovely. Because I'm like real noob energy going, that pump you pumped up the tyres with, that looks great. Can I get one? So I'm getting one of those. And I'm like, so when do I have to pump it up? Because he goes, oh, every few weeks. You got to pump them up regularly. I'm like, I did not know that. I thought if they've got a hole in it, you pump them up. And if they don't, you know what I mean? But, and the other guy goes, whenever you feel like you're getting unfit, that's when they need to be pumped up because they've got a bit flat. It's harder work. I'm like, that is a good tip. Huge muscle man. Thank you so much.
Was the huge muscle man there when you said your theory was that you pumped it up too hard?
Well, no, I don't think he was. I think he walked it up.
He would have been laughing at that.
This little runt.
So, you think you could pump too hard, do you?
Why do you? I'm not in a way that I'm like, oh, pumping so hard. More like, I don't know when to stop pumping. You know what I mean? I'm like a guy who knows what he's doing. He'd go, oh, this is when you stop. I'm like, I'll keep going until I can't pump anymore. And maybe that's over pumped. But also maybe a bit reckless. So the bit, you know, the knoblet maybe, you know, comes loose at where it's been joined. Anyway, this will be fun to listen to. I know we've got some cyclist listeners who will be having a lot of fun with this, just absolutely tearing their hair out. But
yeah, they're on the bike right now. They've just crashed.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to live like this anymore. They're ripping their buds out of their ears.
Yeah, it's quicker just to go off the road than to rip the buds out.
Yeah, they're stacking in a way that they go like iPod first. They want the iPod to hit the bitumen before they do, just to smash it for a little sweet relief. All right. So this part of the show, Dave, we thank some of our great Patreon supporters. These are the people. Without them, the show ceases to exist.
Exactly.
We're so lucky to have them. We appreciate them so much. That's why we dedicate something like half an hour, give or take, at the end of each episode to
give or take one bike anecdote.
Show them some love. That bike anecdote was dedicated to the Patreons.
I liked it. I did enjoy it.
Swiss cheese. I'm like
full of holes.
Especially, you know what? When you're like, oh, English it can be a tricky language. I think you meant Swiss cheese. Like you're being, you try to correct them. You don't mean to be, but you're being a little bit patronising. It's like, no, you're wrong,
idiot.
Yeah, we. If you want to be involved in this, sign up on any level via patreon.com/dogoonpod. I say any level because, if you read it up, each level's got different rewards. like you can start with the Ruknama, and that gets you some. You get to vote for some topics, and that's about it. And get into the Facebook group, so you get to hear about all the deals and that sort of stuff. Then you go up to the next level, which is the Ask Prod level. That is, you get all the Ruknama stuff plus shout out abilities and the Christmas card each year. Go up another level to the Dreamboat Cooper level. You can add everything you got plus ad-free feed, over something like 300 maybe bonus episodes.
Closing in, I think. Yep.
You also get the video episodes now, and there might be someone else there. And then you go up another level to the Sydney Scheinberg level. You get all that. Plus, also, you get to be involved in the Fact Quote or Question section, which is this very section we're about to do now. I actually think it has a jingle, which I'm going to warm up the pipes. I'm in a singing mood, so I think I've got this. I think the jingle goes something like this. Widget the World Watcher. No, that's not right. Dave, can you do it?
Well, I haven't been warming up the pipes like you with Real Big Fish, but here we go. Fact, quote, or question. Ding, 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 ding.
Dun, 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 dun. Burp, burp, burp.
The Scar edition.
The Scar ding. So
I always remember the sing. He always remembers the Scar ding.
I always remember the
scat.
skank. The scat. Sorry, the scat. Yes.
So we'd be scarring the scatting.
And, you know, the patrons who are watching the video feed will see me scatting right now. Skanking. So.
Oh, you are sitting down.
I am sitting down, yeah. It's all happening below the table. A seated skank. Now, Dave, this part of the show, how does it work? Remind me again.
So these people, they write in a fact, a quote, a question. Sometimes it's a brag, a suggestion, a recipe. It's anything they want. We absolutely open it up. They also give themselves a nickname, and I believe you've got 2 or 3 this week. Is that right?
Yes, I've got 2. I had 3, but I've dropped the third one off because it was very Jess specific.
I see.
So I thought, you know, we'll save that for Jess's ears. Now, the first one this week comes from Katie Mae Westgate, who I saw a few times on my recent UK tour. Always a pleasure to catch up with Katie Mae. And Katie's nickname or title is, honestly, my hotel is just a short walk away. Sorry, Matt. Now, who was, I think it was me, Siraj, who's the international man of mystery of the Patreons, and Gary J from the UK. And it was after a show, I can't remember which city we were in, but we're all staying in different hotels, and you know, it was late at night. Katie was walking back to her hotel. She said, "Oh, yeah, mine's just a little further up." So I'm like, "Oh, we'll walk you. Chivalry's not dead, no worries." Well, you know, whatever. We just, you know, walking each other home, and yeah, the walk was so long. It just kept going. We kept turning corners. It was like a 40-minute walk or something.
And you had to go back the other way.
I had to go back, yeah. An absolute pleasure, Katie. But yeah, it was so funny. She's just like, I think it's just around another corner. It's just a little bit, hang on, a little bit further.
Sound a little bit like she was trying to lose you, maybe.
Yeah, which she could have easily done by saying, "No, I'm good.
I'm good.
That is very true, though. Maybe it was just politely trying to lose us. Anyway, I got my steps up. A thing that I don't really track, but still, you know, I don't.
Well done.
The steps don't go away. Does a watch clock never ticks? Is that right?
Swiss cheese.
Oh, Swiss cheese. Thank you. Now, Katie has a suggestion, writing, as the number 1 episode of Block 2026 falls on my birthday, I love that you're looking ahead. I am proposing that it gets retitled the Katie Mae Golden Blocktacular episode in honor of my 50th birthday.
Oh, okay. That's a big one.
Holy shit. I'm not good with ages. I would have guessed Katie was like, I don't know, younger than 49 anyway. But I would have said somewhere between 30 and 45. I reckon that's about as narrow as I can get, and I would have been wrong even then.
Yeah, you got a 15-year window and you're wrong.
So Katie says, if this is agreed on, fellow Patreons should know my favourite episodes are ones where Matt speaks French. My other suggestion is that you should come to Norwich next time you're over. See you soon. Norwich. I would love to. I'm so deep in Alan Partridge right now. I watched the new series. I'm listening to the books at night. And I'm also up to I'm going from the start, and I'm up to season 2 of I'm Alan Partridge, where he's living in a caravan. Which I thought I'd seen. I haven't seen this season before.
Have you got to the James Bond one yet?
No.
It's so good.
But it would be so great to go to Norwich. They should, if they don't have a statue of him there.
They got to. He's a legend.
He is a legend.
Is the new TV series, is that Mid-Morning Matters, or is there something else?
No, it's a newer one. Have you before? I think the last one before this one was where he was hosting a BBC show again. He sort of co-hosted because
Oh yes, sorry. That's what I'm thinking of when I said Mid-Morning Matters.
Oh right.
What's that called again? Yeah.
I'm blanking.
Basically, it's a breakfast show. Yeah, like a TV show. Yeah, I remember, that's what I thought. It's not a new series. That's another one.
No, it's a new one just out last month, and he's exploring mental health. What better man? Because there was an incident where he collapsed in the lap of someone he was interviewing, and they show it again and again in slow motion, which is a bit of fun. Anyway, got to be one of the great comedy characters all time.
That is so great.
I think he might be number one. Roy and HG right up there.
Absolutely.
So anyway, what am I talking about? Oh yes, we should go to Norwich. I'd love to go to Norwich.
Yes.
I would absolutely love it. Even though he's from Manchester, right? Isn't he? Steve Coogan himself?
Definitely. We've come across, when we've been in Manchester a few times, places that he performed at when he was coming up. So
yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much all I know about Norwich is him. But I would love to go. Is the Travel Tavern real, for instance? We could stay there. You'd be smart to cash in on that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, actually stay there, go to the BP.
Yeah. Oh my God. See Michael, who died in the book. He refers to. I haven't got up to the bit where he dies, but he keeps going on about. Luckily, no one was injured apart from Michael, who died.
Michael the Geordie, and my fact about that guy is the actor that plays Michael. He also voices the those meerkats, Compare the Market, that were massive.
Really?
He's like Sergey, the voice of those guys. He's really good at a voice actor.
So is he not actually a Geordie?
No, I don't think so at all.
Bloody hell, it's good. He had me convinced. So thank you, Katie. I didn't realize you're from Norwich. Unless I did, then I'd remember it well. Now, next up I'm not doing great, Dave. Next up.
You're doing great.
Thank you so much.
There's only one more.
Next up is Lauren Joyner, aka the birthday girl. What? This is another birthday-related message, by the looks of it. I'm taking a real swing here. My birthday is on a pod release day this year, and I think I'm timing it just right to land my fat quota question on my birthday.
All right.
Lauren, I really hope so.
I've got the calendar open. You let me know if it's listed there, and I'll see if this is timed out right.
All right. So far, Lauren hasn't told us what her birthday is. But anyway, Lauren has a question writing. Well, I do have a question. I'm going to start with a brag. I recently got the Wordle in one after using the same starting word since pretty much the game's inception. I posted it in the nicest corner of the internet as soon as it happened, and I'm still talking about it because I will ride this high forever. Being an American in this day and age means I have to hold on to any little thread of joy I get. Anyway, now for my question. What is your starting word in Wordle? And if you're not a Wordler, that sounds dirty. Are there any other similar games you play and or recommend? My starting word was always ideal because I liked that I could get 3 vowels out of the way. Now I've switched to least. I also love the New York Times crossword, and I'll throw another brag in. My fastest solve time was 4 minutes and 42 seconds. It was a Monday puzzle, but still, I did it in under 5. I love all the New York Times puzzles with Wordle, the crossword, and connections being my faves. Happy puzzling. Is that a word? It is now. Well, as Dave well knows, I'm all over.
He's deep. He's deep in.
I do, yeah, I don't do all of them, but I do most of the New York Times games. I love the crossword. I wonder what my record is. I got a Monday one, like, I reckon under 5 a while back. I couldn't believe it. It just flowed out of me. But Pips is a new one, which I really like. It's like a dominoes sort of puzzle.
Is it from New York Times? Or
from New York Times as well, yep. The Wordle's great. So this I do in the morning with a cup of Earl Grey tea. I normally do the Wordle, then the connections, then the strands, then the mini, and then of an evening, I normally do the Pips and the crossword. And then if I'm really desperate for a hit, I'll do the letterboxed. Tiles is almost more like a meditation. I don't do that a lot, but I'll do it occasionally. I never got into Sudoku. I didn't. Mainly, I do these for a relax. It relaxes my mind. It's Sudoku does the opposite. It really
stresses you out.
Frustrates me. Yeah. And the spelling bee I'll occasionally do, but very occasionally. I did it a couple of weeks ago. Got to Genius. Haven't done it since.
You retire on top.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll do a waffle as well. Have you done a waffle?
I don't know waffle.
Waffle's like it's like a word puzzle where you switch letters around. You get a certain amount of goes.
Switches.
And then Dave, you got me onto the Saturday quiz as well, which I do.
Oh yeah, there's an Australian one called Saturday Quiz Time, which is every Saturday they email out a quiz. So you have to sign up for it. And it's free to sign up, but they're experimenting with like a geography game. I like
it's like a where in the
list
world sort of thing. Yes.
Like the list one. You get like 8 things. It's like, here are 8 James Bond movies. Put them in order.
Yeah,
and
I
you get
that
5
one too.
goes.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, I'm right into that as well. And I like that it's weekly. I like that a lot of these, they're all limited. Like I'd burn out and I have before on apps where it's like you can play it as much as you like. Like the Yahtzee app.
Yeah, you went deep on Yahtzee.
I went deep on Yahtzee, spelled slightly different from Yahtzee, I guess, for for some sort of copyright reasons. But yeah, I don't have a starting word on Wordle. I think it would become too monotonous for me like that. So I just freeball it. I try and do a different word every time.
Okay. Have you ever got it in one?
I have not, no. But annoyingly, my stats, man, this is going to be a tedious conversation for people who don't give a shit about this sort of stuff, which I would assume is the majority of people. But
the people who really care, really care. So let's give them their time.
My stats say that I have got one, but I think what happened was that there was like it failed, and I just wanted to, and I obviously, I must have just plugged it back in or something. But yeah, there was some sort of glitch which says that I got one in one, but I never ever actually have. But I used to do it. I used to try and get it as quick as I can, and now I'm more like I just want to get it by the end. It's a morning relaxation thing. Not to make it too competitive or whatever. I like that it doesn't have a stopwatch on it like some of the other ones do as well.
Yes. One that does have a stopwatch that we got into for a while last year, Matt, was the Britannica quiz, the tightrope.
Oh, yeah. I used to have that as part of my morning one as well. But I think because it's in a different app, it's easier to forget about. But I did like that one as well. You'd find some good facts out doing that.
Yeah, I feel like probably because we use Britannica as a source quite a bit, like, there's always at least one do go on sort of topic
that's
referenced,
true.
isn't?
Yeah. And it's multiple choice, I think.
Yeah, multiple choice and timed, and the quicker you go, the higher your points are. So there is that pressure of trying to think quick.
Miss 3, you fall. It's like you're trying to walk the tightrope across a ravine
and I think it gets harder throughout the week. So Monday's the easiest, and by the end of the week, it's quite difficult.
I didn't realise that. Which is, that's similar with the crossword, which I like. I think it was someone in the Patreon group who mentioned that they really like the Thursday crosswords. And I hadn't picked up the cycle, but the Thursdays, there's normally more of a hidden sort of wordplay-ish kind of theme in it or something. Which, they've been pretty fun. Like, because I was like, oh, these are weird. I don't understand these. And now that I understand what's happening a little bit more, they're more fun. But thank you so much for opening up an opportunity for me to talk about my deep dark secret. I am a puzzler. Lauren and Katie, great messages, and happy birthday to you both.
This episode comes out on the 5th of November, so really hoping, remember, that lines up for you.
Oh my God. And if it is, it's so close to our birthday, which is the 11th of November.
So soon. Next week, we're turning 10, everyone. 10 years next week.
It is wild to think about. That if we were a person, we'd be in school by now.
Oh, yeah.
We're almost old enough to be doing the level of reports that we do.
Don't say that.
By the time we're like 22, we really need to be up to, PhD level, I suppose.
All right, we'll work on it. We'll start improving now. We've flatlined for a long time, but we really got to get better now.
I feel like we've improved, I would like to think. All right, thank you so much to Lauren and Katie. Now, the next thing we do is shout out to a few of our other great supporters. Jess normally comes up with a game. Dave, do you want to come up with a game for today?
Well, obviously, it was about the Postal Service, and it was pretty grim going for a fair bit of the episode. A lot of people's lives being ruined. But what do we sort of keep it tie, but a bit more jovial with, like, they're delivering a package. They're in the post. Mm-hmm. What are they delivering?
Oh, okay. So it's, you're shaking the box. What are you opening up? Do you want to do names or objects? I feel like I could just freeball. If you want to do names and places, I can do objects.
Oh, great. Okay,
Here we go. I'm going to blank my mind. I'm going to open the package in my mind.
Yep.
And I'll just say what I see. Okay?
Okay. All right, you blank?
Well, that happened quite quickly. Yep.
Yeah. First up, from a location that is unknown to us, so they're probably deep within the Fortress of the Moles listening right now. It is Cameron Joe.
A toy giraffe.
Oh, toy giraffe.
Toy giraffe. I think it's a toy. It's moving. Oh no, it's a miniature giraffe.
Oh, mini. How small is it?
Well, it's smaller than a human. So it's smaller than a baby giraffe, I guess. Probably about up to, knee height.
Okay. Take that.
Yeah.
Cameron, good luck raising your giraffe.
Yeah. I don't know if it's fully grown. Maybe it's like one of those teacup pigs. It ends up being huge.
Next up, I'd like to thank from Gothenburg in Sweden. Hello, and thank you to Natalie Alt.
Ooh,
Natalie Alt.
Natalie Alt. It's a really big ice block.
Is it melting?
It is it's got a that sort of wet sheen on it. So it's not fully melting, but it's definitely it's touched the temperature. It's touched the temperature lower than itself, if you know what I mean. So there's a bit of a wet sheen on top. So hopefully, they like to do a bit of ice sculpture because I think it's primed, ready to go.
Well, thank you very much, Natalie. Next up, I'd like to thank from Seattle in Washington. Hello, and thank you to Zane Franklin.
It's a pizza pie.
Is it warm?
Yeah, it's hot. I think she just had a pizza delivered, Zane. So
Okay.
Enjoy. Hopefully that was expected.
Enjoy that piece of pie. But if not, what a great surprise.
Yeah, I like how Americans call them pizza pies as well.
Me too. But it's a bit confusing for someone who loves a pie.
Yeah, I mean, they're not pies. I think we can agree on
Yeah,
that.
but... Yeah.
I don't think this is one of the rare circumstances where we've got it wrong. I think we're pretty spot on with language over here.
We know.
Yeah, I
We
think
know what
we
we're talking
know what
about.
we're talking about. Come on. A pizza pie. I love pizza pie. That's an idea.
Enjoy your pizza pie. Next up, I'd like to thank from Portland in Oregon. Hello, Ray Bradley.
Ray Bradley, opening up the box. Oh, there's a lot of those sort of foam, what do you call them? Like peanut foam things. What's in here?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're sifting.
It is a beautiful glass world globe.
Wow.
Yeah, just pure glass, but you can see all the countries and continents on it. Beautiful, I guess it's some sort of a mahogany base.
Oh.
This
Yes,
is
please.
a beautiful piece.
Those little peanut things have done their job of
Yes.
broken.
Yeah, it's unbroken. It is perfect. Thank you, Peanuts.
Thank you, Ray. Next up, I'd like to thank from Spanaway. Also, we're back to Washington. It's Tim LaFuente.
Dave, am I right in thinking that we're all up in the Pacific Northwest, the last few people?
So far.
And I don't know if this has entered my mind because I'm seeing it's a toy Bigfoot. Like a
toy
Bigfoot. A fluffy toy Bigfoot, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Beautiful.
I love it.
This is like high quality stuff. The craftsmanship. Oh. Top level.
This ain't cheap.
No, this is top of the line stuff. I think this is handmade.
Yeah, this is custom.
Actually, I'm just reading the label. It says made from real Bigfoot fur. Whoa.
Tim LaFuente. Wow.
Is that their name?
Yeah, Tim LaFuente. It was
That
so good.
might be one of the best names I've ever heard in my life.
LaFuente. I
Tim
love it.
LaFuente. Like, yeah, Tim is, no offense to any Tims out there. It's in the exact same world of Matt. Very dull.
Yeah, but really punch it up with a LaFuente.
But it's like a perfect name to lead into LaFuente. Tim LaFuente. Holy shit. I think you could do too much with it. If it was like Eduardo LaFuente, it'd be like, all right, tone it down a bit, mate.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, but Tim LaFuente, holy shit. That is
Love it.
fantastic. Are we going to stay up in Bigfoot country now, Dave?
Well, I mean, it's a different part of Bigfoot country, but I'm sure there's sightings in Birmingham, Alaska.
Ooh. Birmingham, Alaska.
And that is a big hello and thank you to Carol Fisher.
Carol Fisher. Oh my God, my mind is very, very easily swayed because all of a sudden it switched into a goldfish bowl as soon as you said the name.
Oh, okay.
With living fish inside. Beautiful. It's like a big round one, but the front and back are flat. You know what I mean? So it's like a round on the sides, the fish bowl, and then flat, big, beautiful bit of glassware. I wonder if it was made by the same people who made the globe.
You're deep in glass territory today.
Yeah.
Hey, I reckon I'm going to take you to possibly another Bigfoot country over in Canada in Saskatoon. Hello and thank you to Michael Heary.
Whoa. I don't know this for sure, but Saskatoon feels like do they call them Sasquatches there? It just feels right.
Feels right.
Saskatoon. I think it's one of the great city names all time.
Yeah, one of the best.
What was the person's name?
Michael Heary.
Michael Heary. Oh my goodness. I've opened up the box. It is a gavel and wig, like judge's wig.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he's just been accepted into, judge society or maybe
No,
it's...
I love that.
But
and also, like, you get the wig and the gavel on the same time.
Yeah. And can I just say, the craftsmanship on these products is exquisite.
Is the gavel made of glass?
I think actually, you know what? The closer I look at it now, yes, I think it is a glass gavel. And it's a horsehair wig.
Oh, okay.
Horsehair.
That sounds itchy.
Yeah, they look itchy. Those judge wigs.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Do they still wear those wigs in Australia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How strange.
It's ridiculous. Michael, good on you. And finally, from Middletown in Pennsylvania, it's Travis Crane.
Okay. It's a Tonka truck. Again,
Where'd you get that?
I think the crane maybe might have. Yeah. Did Tonka trucks make cranes?
Yeah, they would. They'd have a crane. Surely.
They'd have a crane. I remember my cousin when he was little, and he was like a real country boy, and he would have been, hardly talking. And I said, "Oh, it's a great digger." He had like a Tonka truck, and he goes, "It's an excavator." It rings through my head a bit. It's an excavator. All right, mate. I'm sorry. Fucking Jesus Christ.
How dare you?
Thank you so much to Travis, Michael, Carol, Tim, Ray, Maureen, Zane, Natalie, and Cameron. Tim LaFuente. What a batch of names, by the way. All fantastic.
Beautiful names.
Can't speak highly enough of them. Now, the last thing I believe that we need to do is welcome some people into our Triptych Club. Dave, you explained this so well. Couldn't explain it better if I tried.
Well, I'm going to give it a crack. It's our Hall of Fame, our clubhouse, where people have been on the shout-out level or above for 3 consecutive years. They've had a shout-out earlier, but they've never dropped off since. And to enshrine them forever, we like to welcome them into our clubhouse, put their name up on the ledger. Once you're in, you can't leave. But why would you want to? Because we've got everything you want and or need. Food, drink, entertainment. There's a new Street Fighter machine, and it is freaking awesome.
Really? They still make a new updates, or is it just like a new one with the classic game?
Yes, a new one for us.
Oh my god! This
Should say, yeah, that's right. Still classic. Still classic.
Who are you picking?
Probably Zangief.
Okay.
Love that big guy. Have you picked it? You got a guy?
Oh, I reckon when I was a kid, and I don't think it would be the same anymore. But there was a guy with like a blonde flat top. Who was that guy?
Guile.
Was he like one of the big ones? I think at the time I thought like flat top haircuts were sick.
He's like the leader of the goodies.
All right, so that's a real lame choice.
Well, I mean the most famous ones are Ryu and Ken. He's the American guy with like the long blonde hair. And then the bad guy's M. Bison, which is a freaking great name.
Yeah, wow. Oh, is it? There's the lady with the blue dress. She do like twists and like spins and stuff.
Oh, is that Chun-Li?
Chun-Li. And then the guy looks like a troll doll was pretty sick. He was a pretty famous one.
Yeah, actually, I've gone blank on his name. He's electric. Is it got it there? What's his name? Forgotten.
All right, let's have a look here.
I also like the sumo-looking guy, E. Honda, with his very fast hands.
E. Honda
was very cool.
There are so many characters. I'm
typing.
Blanca, by the looks of it.
Blanca.
That doesn't ring a bell. I thought I was going to...
No, it's Blanca. Yes, it is Blanca. I blanked. Can't believe it.
Yeah, Guile, he's very... That name comes easily. But where would you have played this? I've probably only played it a handful of times at a time zone or something. Balrog. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, Balrog. He's also the boxing guy. Yeah, I played it a bunch at my friend growing up, Nick's house. He had a Super Nintendo with Street Fighter 2 on it, and we were so into it.
So good. So who was the guy I said with the blonde flat top?
Guile,
yes. That definitely... What a hack choice. Oh, he's like Mr. America.
Yeah. And he's the main character in the Street Fighter film, if you ever saw that.
Oh, I didn't. Is that with Kylie Minogue?
Kylie Minogue and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He plays him.
He plays the American.
He's got on the wiki page, the picture of him, he's got a Stars and Stripes tattoo on his arm.
That's why you went for him.
And he's wearing like camo pants. and a green tank top.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah.
How do we even get onto this? This new Street Fighter 2 arcade machine in the Triptych Club. Shotgun Zangief, but you can have any other character.
Yeah, I'm going. What's the one I said?
Guile.
No, Guile's. I'm
Oh,
Chun-Li.
Blanca. Oh, Chun-Li. Oh, yes.
Chun-Li, please.
Chun-Li's kicks were unbelievable.
She like
and
turned into
unbeatable.
a helicopter, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe there was Cammy is the other one of the original female characters. I thought she was cool too. Man, we could just keep going all day.
Yeah. Do you reckon there's a report in this? Is that what they're making a new one of, or is that the other one, Mortal Kombat? They're making a new movie, I think.
Oh, they're probably in talks, I reckon, all the time.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Dave, is it true that you've booked a band for the after party?
Yes, you're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe it. Sometimes I use my power for good, and sometimes I use my power, to meet one of my heroes.
For real
or some
good.
of my heroes.
For
good for me.
Yeah.
And this week, I can't believe that they've said yes to this week's topic. It's the Postal Service are here. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh.
One of my all-time favourite bands.
And is that coincidence? Because I don't know if you picked that up, but that's sort of relevant to the episode topic.
Oh no, I was just stoked that they said yes at all, but you're right, it is relevant. Oh, what are the chances?
That's really interesting.
Wow.
And Jess is behind the bar. She's running late, but she'll be in any moment, and normally comes up with a cocktail based on the topic. And what was the topic? What's this episode going to be called, do you think, Dave?
Probably just the British Post Office scandal.
And the British Post Office scandal cocktail. It's just like, the scandal part is the fact that it's a knockoff gin. It's not proper British gin. It's like, bathtub gin.
Yes.
And you drink it out of a miniature British post box.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so it looks cool, but yeah, it tastes pretty nasty.
Yeah, come on.
So what have we got here today? We've got, we've got a few inductees, do we? And the way it works is I'll read out their names. Dave hypes them up. And then, we all hang around in this sort of theatre of the mind clubhouse for the after party with the Postal Service, sort of, I guess, rocking out in their sort of depressing kind of way.
Yeah, we're all feeling stuff. It's great.
Are they the band that your tattoo's from?
Yes, they are. Yeah, that's right. My little zebra keyboard.
All right, so we've got 4 inductees this week, I believe, Dave.
Okay.
Are you ready to do a little?
Are you going to hype? Because usually Jess is here to
I'll
hype me up.
For sure.
Okay, thank you.
I think I hyped you up last week, but you were actually deserved it on a rare occasion.
All right, I'll try and earn your respect again.
But I'll do what Jess does, and I'll hype you up no matter what you do. All right, first up, welcome into the club. Make yourself at home. Let's party from Irwin, Pennsylvania. It's Tommy Isherwood.
If I need good luck, I'd knock on Tommy Isherwood.
Oh, yes. He did it. From Escondido in California, welcome in Darylyn Atkinson.
I'll give you a Patkinson on the Batkinson.
Oh, and I'm giving you one, Dave, for that fantastic word work there. Oh, from Address Unknown, can only assume from deep within the Fortress of the Moles. Please make them welcome. It's Sophie Houston.
Sophie, we don't have a problem.
And how does he do it? And finally, from Dublin in Ireland, welcome Connor Kirby McGill.
Connor McGill, it's an honour.
Oh my God, Dave, you've done it again. Welcome into the club. Connor, Sophie, Darylyn, and Tommy, let's party. Grab yourself a cocktail and hit the dance floor. We're about to tear it up. But before we get there, for the first time ever, Dave.
What?
We are opening up. Finally, people inside the Triptych Club would have seen this. Work's been going on for 12 months here.
Yeah, we've been digging a big hole.
Finally, they'll see that we're about to open this beautiful glass door with a mahogany trim. And it's weird they couldn't see what was on the other side of it because it is glass, but it's a classic one-way mirror, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Or one-way window, whatever you call those things. And you can't see in it, but you can see back out it. It is the Triptych Club in here. If you have been signed up on the shout-out level or above for 9 straight years.
Is that true?
That is true. And these are genuine OGs. First people to welcome into the Trip Club. What's in there so far, Dave?
It's full of rare art and antiquities. So there's the Venus de Milo. You might have heard about the recent Louvre heist. That was us. Sorry, we've got a bunch of diamonds.
Did the Venus
in
de
there.
Milo get stolen?
Yeah, they didn't even notice.
Is that true? Have they found it?
We grabbed her.
Dave.
In the words of Homer Simpson, she can't have got too far. She has no arms.
Now, we've got 6 inaugural inductees. We haven't really thought too much about this. I mean, come and enjoy the art. Are we just going to read them out? Is there anything you want to... How do we honour these people, Dave?
I mean, is a salute enough?
Oh, that is...
Do you want me to
nice.
Salute?
Yeah, I think a salute's pretty good because we know that they'll all have access, of course, to the... Actually, no, all these guys do have access to the video feed.
Okay.
So they will be able to see your salute. So I'll read them out and you'll give them a salute. You might need to do something audible as well when you salute.
Okay.
And maybe something different each time. Just see what happens.
Okay, after each name?
Yeah. All right, welcome in. First name into the Trip Club. Thank you so much for your support for all these years. Very honoured to welcome you in from Wesley Chapel, Florida. It's Adam Stoltz.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Next up from Beaumaris in Tasmania, it's Jess Newton.
I love you. Salute.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's Mr. Justin McCain.
I play this early game. You're the best. Salute.
From London in Great Britain, welcome in a place to hang your cape.
Hello, David Malofsky. You're the best.
From Ridge
Sorry, I should have said
Park
that.
in Queensland, welcome in. Another fantastic name, Becca Buck.
Thank you, and thank you. Salute.
And finally, in our first batch of Triptych Club members who get to put their eyes on the Venus de Milo, first people who've been able to see it in weeks. From Elliott City in Maryland, I reckon, MD. Could just be Doogie Howser. Welcome in, Michael Ladieri.
Michael, I would die for you. Salute.
Welcome in and absolutely make yourselves at home. Michael, Becca, David, Justin, Jess, and Adam.
Wow.
Really, I'm pretty blown away by that, Dave. I don't know about you. 9 years.
That's amazing. Thank you very much for staying with us. Wow.
They must have been really early on from when we started, I think.
Because I think we launched the Patreon on the first anniversary of the show. We said, hey, we've been going for a year. Do you want to, for a bonus episode or whatever, do you want to?
Yes. I reckon they all pretty much joined at the very beginning.
Yeah, and now
within a couple
next
of
week
days.
we're celebrating 10 years. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Absolute legends. I tell you what, if we can, we'll see if we can get a Leonardo type to paint each of you as well. And we'll put those up in the museum as well. Our Hall of Legends.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, that brings us to the end of the episode, Dave, I believe.
Yes, thank you so much for everyone for sticking with us during block and the most magical time of the year. I'm so excited that we've got just a few more to go. We've got 3. We're into the top 3 next week, which is very, very exciting.
Yes, the big 3. These ones got so many votes.
Yeah, so hopefully they're the topics that you want. In the meantime, if you want to get in contact with us or get details about our Patreon or go to any of our live shows, you can go to our website, dogoonpod.com, or follow us on Instagram, Facebook at dogoonpod, and on TikTok. We're putting out the videos now. A couple of videos from each episode go out on TikTok and Instagram, and that's at dogoonpodcast.
So good. Check out all our other shows as well. Jess has got a show now called Just Writes a Rom-Com, which is all focusing on rom-coms. You probably figure that out. Dave's book cheat is maybe back now, is it currently? Just about?
This month, yes, I've started recording episodes, so sometime in November. So hopefully by soon.
New episodes, but also a whole back catalogue of nearly 150. Who Knew with Matt Stewart is starting to push towards 200 episodes. It's a comedy quiz show with all your favourite comedians as guests. Primates is there. Listen Now still sitting there, gathering a bit of dust. But yeah, so you shouldn't be short on a pod if you like hearing our stupid voices.
I was going to say dulcet tones.
Dulcet tones, that's what I meant. Sorry, I stumbled on that word, dulcet. All right, Dave, boot this baby home.
Hey, we'll be back next week with another episode, like I said, top 3 of Blockbustertober/November. Trying to get it out there, 2025. But until then, I'll say thank you so much for listening and goodbye.
Later.
Nice.
So good, so good, so good.
Score holiday gifts everyone wants for way less at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save on UGG, Nike, Rag & Bone, Vince, Frame, Kurt Geiger, London, and more.
Because there's always something new.
I'm giving all the gifts this year with that extra 5% off when I use my Nordstrom credit card. Santa who?
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock our best deals. It's easy. Big gifts, big perks. That's why you rack.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Don't forget to sign up to our tour mailing list so we know where in the world you are and we can come and tell you when we're coming there.
Wherever we go, we always hear 6 months later, oh, you should come to Manchester. We were just in Manchester.
We were just there, but this way you'll never miss out. And don't forget to sign up, go to our Instagram, click our link tree. Very, very easy.
It means we know to come to you, and you'll also know that we're coming to you.
Yeah, we'll come to you, you come to us. Very good.
And we give you a spam-free guarantee.